Listen! Sir Venom.
I'm going to drop you directly into a campfire scene with Rudolf Van Richten and Kazimir Velikov. And they're looking at you, just recapping your time together in Rishemalot. The travels that you've had through 2 of the 3 large cities here in the country, your adventures at Temator Estate, Poor Larry's, and escaping beneath it down into the sewers and eventually the Underdark. And in particular, the things that you might know about this place and what holds it in the mists, in that sort of demi-plane between the material world and the Shadowfell. So, you're sitting around the campfire the evening before you expect to head to Feox Estate. What are you guys doing?
We're all.
I think we're definitely in line for a long rest of some
Yes.
sort. At some
Yeah,
point.
I think we did that at the end of
Yeah.
the last time.
Did we? Did we push the
Yes.
button?
I
Alright,
think
that's
I
fine.
think we're
it looks like it.
yeah, I think we're waking up.
Yeah, it looks like it too.
I mostly want you guys
and
to
then-
like feel like you have a good grasp of the understanding of everything that you've done and where you're headed to.
I'm
Yeah.
curious. So we're gonna be pretty rich. If we get back to the Sword Coast, we're gonna be pretty rich here, fellas. You guys got any ideas like what to do with shit tons of money?
Aren't we
Well, we
already
gotta get
like
back
super
there.
rich?
Yeah, that's
we
what
got
I'm
our-
saying. Is we're rich,
I got our
so
own house.
Also, when you guys are like waking up, like around the camp, like Riku obviously probably plays a little tune every now and then, but like you've noticed him the last couple mornings. He's been waking up and then putting like he's been carving like a notch like on his lute.
Are we
And-
are me and you -2 or -3?
You would be minus
minus
2
one.
at this point.
But
Minus two.
this isn't exactly a reference to that. This is more a reference to like how many times Riku's like fucking died. Like he's
Yeah.
counting how many times like he shouldn't be here. You know.
Well, yeah. Well, Vincent will bring up. He's a little concerned about the seemingly trail of decimated castles. That he saw and let everybody know. It seems like
Yeah.
there's something really
I mean,
fucking shit up.
it's another one of
Just
these
on
realms.
just on
you
that
know?
note, actually, Vincent, you can tell that the smoke from Ponta Musée seems even bigger than it did yesterday because you don't need to fly into the air to see it at this point. You can see it somewhere off to the southeast. A large column of black, acrid smoke.
Yeah, do you think we should go to Ponta Musée to get information or just keep going to Feox, like trying to find out what's going on? Or is that a lost cause at this point? Like recon mission? To go see
I think
what?
we're going to
I don't know.
Feox.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright,
Doing
well-
recon when we get there might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, it's just different direction.
so yeah, we should probably be more mindful of our surroundings. Riku's gonna say, especially with this particular journey, and Vincent brings up a good idea. Maybe we could get a closer look at the whatever's happened to that town. Like I don't know if it's possible for us to somehow scout the town as we're moving towards our destination, like to going, having something go a different direction. Like I don't know. He
Yeah,
looks
our
to Sir
familiars.
Venom. He's like, I don't know how far your eye is able to travel, or something along those lines. You would be the one who would have something like that, I would assume.
Yeah,
Because I know familiars are limited. Like they can't just go to another town.
What's our flying speed? What if I were to fly?
Your flying speed is going to be 50 feet per round.
Yeah.
That is not the two. You would need probably like a 90-foot flying speed to like fly down, fly back, and then go up to Feox Estate and catch up with your friends.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, can we send the eye? Can we send a scout? Do we got
Let
any?
me find.
He's looking. He just sounds like he's working with a tablet or something.
No, I just have a very, very long spell list. I don't remember what level. There it is.
The ladies love how long his spell list is.
While that's happening,
there's
just no. Go ahead. Sorry.
there's no limit to how far away from me the eye can move.
What is the
Wow.
eye's movement speed?
I can, let's see, as an action, I can move the eye up to 30 feet in any direction. So I guess 30 movement speed.
Okay.
And how long does it stay up for? That's the question. Like, could it make it there in time?
Probably not. It's only an hour.
Yeah, that
That's not
seems
enough.
like it's a stretch.
Well,
could
Riku's
spend,
kind of
like,
looking
me-
around and then like kind of scratching his head. He's like, I can teleport and stuff.
Ooh.
Like, I don't. He's like,
What
technically,
about?
I could travel 1,000.
yeah.
Or actually, I don't know if that matters. 1,000 feet. That's like half a mile, right?
It's only like less than quarter of a mile.
Less than a quarter. Yeah, it's whatever.
Well, for 10 minutes. Never
And we
mind.
don't have any teleportation circles at this town we've never been to, so can't do that.
I'm seeing if any of the familiars have like a long.
What about? Do you have any sort of object that can see, like an object more than a spell or?
I could scry, but I don't. Do we know anyone who's in that town?
What about a raven? Like, are there other ravens that we could elicit the help of? Like, to either have them fly. I just don't know how to get visual unless we have.
Yeah, well, I think
magic.
Raven only has. It has like they're like pretty slow. 50-foot fly speed. So I was thinking if I do find familiar and have it be a hawk or an owl, they have 60-foot fly speed.
For an hour.
What's the
I mean,
range that you can
owl.
like use it with? I thought would be an issue.
I think we'd have to like send it to scout and then have it come back. And like, I don't know if they have like a high enough intelligence that they'd be able to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking,
communicate
do you have
that.
anything that you can see, like, like a scrying object without actually scrying,
No, so if there's a person who's there that we know of, I could scry them, but I don't think we know of anyone there. So I'm gonna say that scouting
Let's just head on then.
that place is probably out the not an option at this point. We should
Yeah,
probably
until we get like close to it.
if anything, yeah, we can just one of you can fly up high before we leave if you want to do that. That's about the best we can do. If not, we should probably just get going. And we should also definitely have like one of you up in the sky or like you're familiar or something scouting as we're like moving towards our destination.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
is
I think
Axel
I'm gonna.
still counting his coins?
Yeah, Axel's thinking about the
Okay.
future.
Okay.
And do we have any way that we can make the group stronger, perhaps today?
Like a
Starting to-
feast.
I don't know about that. I think that's kind of out of our range here. But if there's anything we might have, I'm kind of looking for small buffs or something.
I am
Just
just
get
going to throw it
I
out
think
there.
For Hero's
that-
Feast, I'd have to change my spells at the end of the long rest.
I'd allow you to change spells. That wouldn't be an issue. The issue is that Hero's Feast, I believe, requires
Yeah, food.
Need
A
something.
gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 GP.
that. I don't
Which, like,
think you have
we
that.
have one of those in our giant pile of loot. Do we have a fancy bowl?
A bowl?
Let's
Oh.
see. Inventory.
So I have given you. So what I would say about this is, I don't believe I've given you one of those, but I have given you plenty of gems so that you can go and get at least a few of these for the future
Hmm.
when you get back
Yeah.
to civilization. I would say.
Yeah, we're ill prepared for one of these, which is fine. I was just
We
curious if
have
anyone had anything.
a brass
worthwhile.
mug with jade inlay and a bronze crown. No bowls or nothing. We have a wind chime.
Oh well. Riku
Yeah.
shrugs. He's like, hopefully we get out of here and then we'll buy some of those bowls.
Yeah, you need
On
to
that-
stock up on some components.
On
Do you
that
think
I
that
note,
would
there's a
be
dragon
thinking
here?
out of uses for legend lore as well.
what do you want Dragon for, Vincent?
I'm asking if Vincent's just concerned about the destruction here, and he's just thinking about
Oh.
could there be dragons? Could there be a
Oh,
dragon?
I mean,
lurking
you
about,
guys remember
burning
that
down
giant plague of rats and then the fucking
I don't know if
basilisks?
rats. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm not too worried about like a gang of rats.
We
down a
found a
city. I
dead
think it would be something a little more.
spider dragon.
Oh
I-
yeah.
that
I
was
think
pretty
at
awesome.
this
That was in
He
the
had,
part,
Underdark,
like,
though.
shingles his purse with dragon scales.
at this point, it would be pretty hard to like freak us out based on what we've seen between
Yeah.
our past adventures and our time here. It's like just
Rats do
another,
frighten me though.
you know, we've been, who knows what we've been eating while I've been living here, been
You
in
got any
this
more
world.
dream pies?
We got one. I think I
Ooh.
have one. You might have 10. I think you've got a
Yeah, but I was
a
gonna make
bunch.
poison out of them.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm gonna Misty Door a pie into our
Vincent
enemy's
has
stomach.
9 pastries.
Keep that in mind.
Imagine that. I just take one of the pies and just fucking throw it through my Misty step into like a fucking the thing's mouth or something, or its stomach.
Do that?
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Can I?
Misty step
Looks to
object?
GM.
Pretty sure Dimension Door does not allow you to open entrances into bodies.
Forced entry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh well.
how far are we from the estate?
You believe that you're only a few miles away, no more than like 5 miles away, probably, based on Vincent's earlier scouting when he transformed into a raven.
Alright,
Alright.
let's just go there and
Yeah,
check
let's
it
get
out.
like a mile.
Riku
Let's
says,
get like a mile
uh,
out or something.
I think we should all take to the skies. And then he looks at the 2 NPCs. He's like, well, all of us. Because I think we can all fly at this point, right?
Yeah, Baxwell
have
takes
keep
the
the-
fly.
Yeah, the fly. Can
Do it.
can that
Or maybe
can
if
any,
we, like, if
either
we
of them ride
tie
bitch on
a
my
couple
fly?
pieces-
Yes.
we could
At
probably
least
get
one
like
of them
some.
would be able to.
I
Which,
suppose
like,
I
you
could
build a
probably take
harness for Axel,
I
and the
could
rest
probably
of us,
take
like,
one on my
carry him.
broom. Now that I actually think about it.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, we can all fly. This is great. I'm into this.
All right.
Glad.
So you guys would like to fly towards Fiox Estate? Is that a?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent.
What could go
will
wrong?
We'll take his raven form.
He says what could
Alright.
go wrong, knowing full well what could go wrong. The fact that we'll be
He's gonna
spotted
win.
from the air. Like, it's like, what could go wrong? Yeah.
While,
I mean,
while
I-
we're like flying around, Sylvain would want to
could-
like give Vincent some flying tips since he's
We
new to
could-
his wings.
We could go
Well, does
invisible if you
Vincent-
want.
That would be a waste. We're
Vincent
not
have a
just going
tail?
invisible.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Does
As
he
a
have, like,
turtle,
Feathers
I mean, turtles have
Uh,
tails.
in
Be
his
like
raven
a-
form?
Little stubby one.
yeah, he has like a normal raven's tail.
Oh, so he has better control in the air than I do. So maybe Vincent should be showing me some tricks.
As you all,
Yeah, he does some barrel rolls.
as you all take to the sky in different forms, raven, broom, ebony fly, and your own wings, by the sound of it, for Sir Venom, you all begin to see what Vincent had described the day before. The northern section of Rishemalot seems to have been much smaller than the map indicated. You can see basically as far as Pont-à-Musée and the Perfumer's Pool, the House of Flies, and Fiox Estate, only a few miles to the northwest. Pont-à-Musée appears to be a lost cause. Smoke billows up into the air. The flames having turned to embers, and what appears to have been once a beautiful walled city is either now tarred in ash and soot or completely burned to the ground. You can't see San Ronje, but you know that it lies somewhere in the direction of smoke to the south as well. The Piper's Woods obscuring your view. And your attention is brought to the northwest towards Fiox Estate. You want to get within at least a mile. That's not a problem to do so. It's actually going to be significantly faster to fly. And you go over fields, rolling fields, that border on marshland until, in the distance, you see what is an appropriately designed noble's estate in the countryside. A small, winding, narrow dirt roadway leading up to the north entrance of it. The entire estate sort of protected by some beautifully gelded woods. So I'll bring you to about here. And if you would like to enter into the estate, I can drop you in, however you so wish.
We want
I'd
to.
like to do a little. I want to do a lap, make sure we
Yeah.
don't see anything.
Yeah, right now we just since it's just get a
Maybe we
better
just send in the
idea
eye.
get a better idea of what
recon.
it actually looks like because
Sure.
Very cautious at this point still. Not just jumping in.
Maybe have we could have like Vincent. You guys can scout the outside. I can send the eye in to scout the inside.
If you're going to fly over it, I don't mind just giving you what it actually looks like. And because you're flying over it, you actually get to see inside of an area that you would not have seen if you had approached from the ground. The estate appears to be at least 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, like if we don't like actively see people like patrolling it, then we would probably do a little flyby.
Yeah, you don't see a single soul patrolling it. In fact, you see the following things. You see a large estate that looks to be roughly 10 or more rooms, with beautiful grounds apportioned around it. You see what appears to be some sort of hunting or backwoods lodge sort of behind it, off beyond what appears to be some sort of sports court. And the grand piece of the entire estate is very clearly well manicured gardens that appear to be some sort of maze. And in the center of the maze, a stone dais holding a large purple glowing gem with several different throne seats around it.
I mean that gem's got to be something.
Yeah, whatever's going on with all that is enticing, but also very scary.
which part?
The circle area.
Oh yeah,
This like maze.
it's a maze. Yeah. Well,
I kind of think Riku's take on this is maybe we check out the smaller building before tackling the big one.
like the hunting thing.
Is that what it was? Sorry, what is
I
that
mean,
what it was
it's
described as?
Yeah.
probably where like a groundskeeper would live or whatever. Like,
It was described as a hunting lodge, basically. That's right.
well, you're pretty fancy, Riku, right? So
Yes.
you're familiar with estates.
So,
what do you make of it?
Riku would say, if this place is locked up, who better to have the keys than the person who takes care of the grounds?
Makes sense.
And then also he's also going to say, there could be someone there to give us more information about, the area and also whatever the fuck is going on with this. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like diving headfirst into the bigger building may be a mistake if we just
Yeah. And
ignore this one.
maybe we use the trees as cover and just kind of stay within the trees and just go around the edge. If you
I mean,
wanted
you can fly and land wherever you would
Oh.
like.
And we can
okay.
we can assume that at this point, we're all connected. we would have done that before we got here,
Oh
so
yeah,
we're not
the
just
telepathic connection, definitely.
for sure. That's kind of like our MO at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
no issues.
And the other thing I would say is A squad, we're gonna just call players A squad and then B squad NPCs. A squad should go in while B squad hangs out for watching our back here, watching our six as we go in.
All right. Yeah.
Or do you want to actually like go full
No.
hardo and send like a familiar in first or something?
I think. Well, there's probably windows, right? So like, I mean, Axel
You're on
could
there.
go around
That's
the.
what I mean. Are we gonna get our hands dirty or just do the let our
We're-
magic stuff try to do some tricks
Let me,
here?
how's this? Let me jump in and I'll give you a bit of a description of the building, what you've seen so far, and maybe some points of entry. So, in front of you is a door. There is an outhouse here with the door swinging in the wind. You can very clearly see that it's an empty outhouse. It does appear that the cover is on the toilet, and you can sort of glance over and see cobwebs and dust. Doubt it's been used in some time. You do see a window here, just in front of you, and a window here as well. You can see that there are probably windows on the other side as well. If you I mean, you've gone around the building, you know that there are windows on the other sides of the building, but there's not exactly a well-worn path around the building at all. Just between the building and the home. That being said, the grounds themselves appear relatively untouched in quite some time.
Well,
Damn.
Riku's
what do
just
you guys
kind of
think?
like
Want to do a
like-
lap and check the windows first?
he's kind of like looking
Yeah.
backwards at you guys. He's like, you don't think they would, and then he just goes up to the door and just checks if it's locked.
It pushes open without a problem.
Careful,
Riku.
Riku.
Yeah,
You see Riku kind of just like look behind at you guys and then just throw the door open.
you can go
and
in
peek
and
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's at least
Vincent
looking.
nods at Riku to go in. Go ahead, bud. Go check it out. Coast is clear.
Yeah. This room clearly opens into what is simultaneously kitchen and storeroom. There is one door, and it is currently closed. The wash basin is empty. The pantries seem devoid of food and stores. It's a pretty untouched kitchen. Heavy layer of dust is on
Yeah,
everything.
Riku starts walking in, but you guys behind him, you just see like him, like his hand come out the door and just like signal, like waving you in as he's like just gonna proceed forward.
Axel, you're looking through the window right there?
I'm looking through the window. I'm staying outside. If anything goes bad, I'm just gonna hop through the window and like, yeah, do it like
Yeah.
a bust through window thing if something goes wrong.
Gotcha. And I can open up more of it if you move to try to see inside the window. You can pretty clearly see that this is a single bedroom with a desk. There are papers, and what appears to be quill and an inkwell, and some sort of notes / papers on the desk. The bed appears pretty well made. There's an unlit oil lamp. Can't tell if there's oil in it or not from that vantage point, and then a closed door.
You just hear Riku say in everyone's mind's eye, "Let's just look around, make sure no one's here before we start."
Yeah, just
taking shit."
try to find.
And then
some-
he's gonna twist the knob here, see if it's open.
It does open if you wish to push it open.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll just sort of just sighs and like, well, if we let you go off on your own, you'll die again. So
Well, he needs your
I'll
help.
stick with Riku.
He needs Sir Venom's help finding keys and like investigating the place for stuff that'll help us get in the main building.
I guess once I step in behind Riku, I'd sit down and I'd start to get detect magic going.
Okay. As a ritual?
Yeah, so that would take 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
See like Riku walk through the door and look behind him, see him start going down on the ground, just be like,
Yeah, like just yell if you need me, Riku. I'm gonna start looking out for magic
Riku-
doohickeys.
Riku just sighs and presses forward.
As you go into the dining room, Riku, again, heavy layer of dust on everything. The table appears mostly untouched, if not entirely untouched, for could be years, a little unsure. Dishes seem to have been used and then put away. You notice that they don't even hold residue of food or anything. Like they appear to have been immaculately cleaned. There are two doorways, one to the southwest and one to the southeast on different sides of the room. You're closest to the one on the southwest. Vincent, what are you doing while all of this is happening? Are you entering the building as well?
No, I'm staying back. Keep an eye.
Okay. Same with Casimir and Rudolf van Richten. They're looking in different directions as you. Casimir has his sword drawn. Rudolf has his cane drawn, his cane sword. And Axel, it looks like you're going to look in the next window. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. As you do so, you look across and see another room here. This one appears to be two sets of bunk beds. Painting supplies at a small desk at the window itself. It looks like what appears to be toys, but not necessarily super childish. I would generally describe it a little bit more as like the sort of kites and objects that you would expect an adult to play with at the beach, if that makes any sort of sense. They look just bigger, more complex. Yeah, and in general, it looks like the beds were made maybe in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's living here. Just doesn't look used.
Riku, are you going to open that door that you're at this point?
I'd be checking to see if it's unlocked.
And it is indeed. This is very clearly the den of said hunting lodge. There's a plant on a chair. It is completely dead at this point in time. There's a comfortable chair, a comfortable couch, and a bearskin rug with a layer of dust all over it. A checkers board appears to have been, looks like white dominated black, and maybe somebody might have even flipped some of the pieces over. The books all appear to be different. They're in Rishemalese. They're not in the common tongue. So they're hard to understand unless you use some sort of magic.
Riku takes a squint at the books in the room, and he's like, let's see. Is that a level 1? I mean, what's his face can just do it at will, so I'll just wait for Sir Venom. I'll just let me see. I guess at this point I'll start looking around for stuff.
Okay.
So I'll look around for like keys, notes, any sort of hidden compartments, just things that might look out of place.
All
Like in
right.
general.
Please give me an investigation check then. And Axel, you're moving around the side of the building.
Oh yeah, I'm just not rushing it.
No, that's
But
fine.
yeah,
Go
I'm-
ahead.
And that's
we'll
at
move to the hallway.
-3 there, so 24.
I actually think you're only at -2 now.
Oh. Okay.
So that would be a 25. Axel, you look up up in through this window, and it is very clearly a hallway that connects the bedrooms to the rest of the lodge, so far as you can tell. There's a plant in front of you. It is dead. There are two things that catch your eye, Axel. Portraits here and here. Here in particular. So there's 1, 2, 3 portraits in the hallway that seem to catch your eye. You can't make out what they look like, so much so. But with that 25, Riku, you look under the couch, you look under the coffee table, the bearskin rug even. You feel underneath the chairs. Move all of the books to see if there's some sort of secret compartment, for example. None of the floorboards move. And you're sort of looking around the room wondering, what the hell's special about this place? And as you do so, you do see 2 more portraits in that room. And I will give you what those portraits look like. Can you please roll me a 2d10s?
I can. And I will.
5 and an 8. The first one that you see, and I will put it on the map for you. And the second one that you see
What?
The first one that you see is clearly a woman being surrounded and attacked by were-rats. And there is a large letter U underneath it. The next one you see is were-rats in a lab concocting something with a large letter I.
Okay. So Riku is going to, pull out his pen and pad and write this down. And then in his mind's eye, communicate to the boys, okay, boys, we have some sort of puzzle here. Look for the paintings in each room.
All right. Yeah. Axel will. This is a window, right?
This is.
Yeah, I'll just pull out my dagger and try to crack open the window.
Yeah, after a moment of fiddling around with it, you're actually able to do so. You don't even need to roll a check. You're good at these sorts of things.
All right.
Pull yourself up and in, and you are in the hallway.
Guess we'll check out the paintings or whatever.
All right, roll 3d8s or 3d10s, excuse me.
D10 3 times.
Yeah, and if you get a 5 or an 8, I'm gonna move it up one each.
D10 3 times. All right.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You get the following. You get the following 3 images, Axel, and I'll put them on the map again just so it's easier to see. You see a royal family in one of them. Beautiful men and women appointed amidst, it's probably not Montigny or Saint Ranger, although the architecture is similar. The clothing styles of the folk are luxurious but recognizable. In one of the paintings, you see were-rats and a woman who seems to be a were-rat in royal clothing stalking the streets at night. And in another painting, you see people in the streets dying of the gnaws.
So maybe we have to put them in order of when they would have happened. Like Jay would be first because everyone's normal. And then
I think that's also true.
you would go next
I
because
thought.
there's also a person in you. So like Jay, you.
You guys, I think you can move them. I don't know if you guys have the ability.
You think we're missing? I think we might be missing.
Yeah, there's going to be more. We're just going to keep looking around.
Yeah. J-U. At the moment, I would go I and ends last. So I would put that. And I think the missing one would be in between I. So if there's like, I'm guessing there's an A because that would be Julian. I don't know.
Maybe. I was sort of thinking that as well, to be honest. That was in my mind.
You've got Detect Magic up, by the way, Sir Venom.
Sweet.
I'll let other people do some stuff. I don't want to hog the exploring.
Once that's up, I would just do a lap around the place, see if I get any pings.
There are no pings, oddly enough. With your passive perception, and let me open those rooms fully for you guys. You do see a few things that catch your eye. Let me see this.
All paintings.
Yeah, so there are 2 more paintings in that room that I will give you, and there are a pile of letters on the desk that catches your eye.
Yeah, I'd rifle through the letters.
All right, give me a moment here, and I will give you the paintings first, and then we'll do the letters. Can you give me a... Let's see. Can you give me a D6, please? 2 of them.
Ooh. I think I know what's going on here.
And a 3.
5 and a 3. All right. You get... Oops.
Yes, eternal.
There's a 5, and then
Ooh,
there is
a
a
period.
3.
Hmm.
And on these, you see a young, beautiful woman searching the streets of one of the cities here in Rashemalot, by the looks of it. And you see the same beautiful woman sitting on a throne surrounded by were-rats.
The Rat Queen.
That's her. We've heard of this lady in the past, right?
Right. I have her name written down somewhere. Probably. Fuck.
The big bad of this area.
French. Yeah. Well, she's French sounding because this whole place is French. Damn. What the fuck was her name?
We're not good with names anyway.
Yeah, I literally my desk is. I just have a bunch of random sheets of paper with like. I look
Don't
like an
worry about it,
insane
man.
person. No, I'm trying to see if I actually did.
Probably gave her her own name. Oh, speaking of, did we
Jukline.
did we like kill the whispering one, or was that like an agent of the
Well, that'd be
whispering
Jack.
one?
Oh, we
Jacqueline.
did not kill the whispering one.
Yeah, okay. It got away.
His way.
That one went away
How do you spell
before we could
Jacqueline?
kill it.
We killed their agents, but not
Yeah.
not the big bad. No way.
Right. Okay.
He's the overarching big bad.
I'm glad that you figured that one out.
No.
You've got 7 of these paintings so far.
Yeah, there's more.
Is anything in this
How many do
this
you
other
need?
room?
I think we're missing.
Sorry, say that again?
Anything in this other room?
No, nothing in particular. Let me pull up. Sorry, I should have pulled up the notes for you that you found in the first room. So let me just find that really quickly because it's quite long. It is a journal entry, not dissimilar to some of the previous journal entries that you had found before.
Right.
Let's see.
Scrolling.
Here it is. All right. So this is quite long. I'm going to post it. I'm going to actually share the link so that you guys can see it inside the Google Doc because it's pretty long. But I will read it out if you guys would like. It is titled, "In the Case That We Are Forever Lost. Sir Merrill of the Order of the Gauntlet, Fiox Estate, Rashemalot, 3rd day of Island, year of the Black Sickle, 1527. You do know, immediately, whoever is reading this, that is a few years in the future. 1527 is about 2 or 3 years. I think it's 2.5 years in the future from where you are now.
Time travel shenanigans going on.
Interesting.
It is with a heavy heart and a wearied hand that I, Sir Merrill, commit these words to parchment. This be the full testament of our occurrences and happening within Rashemalot, the cursed land out of the Sword Coast. Our company is currently quartered at Fiox Estate for nigh on 5 days, under the vigilant command of Commander Fjord Kargoth. And it goes on and on and on to describe how they have been in Rashemalot for quite some time, years by the sound of it. Their powers diminished, the cursed land that they live in at this point in time, and the reasons as to why they are at Fiox Estate. I'll give you guys a minute or two to read it.
Oh, it looks like Jake Quellen might be the name that we need to spell.
Oh, Jacqueline Rainier.
Jacqueline.
Yeah. Scrolled all the way back to early August, and I found those notes that we'd found in that one place that we went.
All right. Well, what do we do with this information? Is it a code to open a door?
We're gonna find more of the portraits.
Yeah.
What happens if we like take one of the portraits down?
Yeah, you take one of the portraits down off of the wall. No issue with doing so. As you do so, it is easy. There's nothing behind it. You flip the portrait around. There is an artist's signature to it, and it just says "The Pied Piper."
Okay. And is there any like markings on like the wall or the frame or whatever, like as to like which order it is?
No, just the letters. Each of the titles of the portraits themselves appear to be just the single red letter in front of it. Um, if her name is Jacqueline, you do believe you are missing a few.
We're missing an A.
I see.
Yeah, she spells it.
And it's like an
It's
E.
spelled Jacqueline.
That's pronounced Jacqueline.
So this letter tells us that
Okay.
not to go in the estate basically, and that she dwells below it.
There's a secret entrance.
Yeah.
Vincent, while you guys are in there, Vincent will start snoop because we have the connection, right?
And
So-
Riku's gonna say, I think the entrance is within the garden,
All right,
and that these
Vincent's gonna
paintings
start
are the
snooping
key,
around.
or part of the key. We need to find the rest.
Hmm.
All right, what would you guys like to do then?
Should we check the main house out? See if we can find the last two pictures.
Well, let's see. Let's make sure
I have a
we've
question. Am I
checked
still
everything.
am I still a Raven?
No, you're not still a Raven.
Okay.
Sorry, Riku, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, let's make sure we checked every every room in this house. Were we missing any?
Not that you know of.
I think we checked every room.
I mean, I don't think we checked the room that I'm in
And
for the paintings.
You would see them on the wall. They sort of stick out a little bit. So
so
Okay.
the two.
Oh,
So the two that Sir Venom got were in this bedroom, right? And then
yes,
I got these three. Riku got these two.
I see.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
we'd have to go.
What is
All right,
this
to the
thing?
Yeah.
estate.
Okay.
That's where you.
That's a
Bef-
toilet.
just for good measure,
Oh,
Riku's gonna
toilet.
pop his head in here and see if there's any paintings.
Yeah, check to see if there's any like fresh dookie.
Big ol' inhale.
there isn't anything in particular. The one thing you notice about popping your head into the outhouse, funny enough, is that the one book in there is not written in Rishemalese. It is a titled in common, and it says the history of the Piper's Woods.
Grabs the
Hmm.
book because this one is separate from the rest.
Okay.
And then starts flipping through the book as we head towards the house, I guess. And he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, I found this, and it might be worth reading." As he's like reading it.
Just make an investigation check really fast to see if anything sticks out to you. And you guys are headed towards the main home, by the looks of it.
Yo, be a 26.
26, hot damn. Yeah, there's two things. One, there was an artist who called himself the Pied Piper, who was supposedly a friend and lover to the Renier family, who then disappeared. And it was during this time that Rishemalot began to fall into disrepair, as the author so delicately puts it. The Pied Piper was never heard or seen from again.
Well,
Don't
we have his pipe.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say yeah, Riku's got a like.
Sir Venom has it.
Or yeah, okay.
Did Riku show me the other books that were in the language you couldn't read?
I would have told you about them.
Yeah, and if you had looked at the titles, a lot of them were about Rishemalese society, like histories of other families, all of with very French sounding names, as well as different studies on the street layouts of Saint Roger and Montagny, for example. Kind of an odd collection.
Interesting. So it's like nothing relevant would have stood out to me if I like looked through the like table of contents of each one.
Probably not, I would say. Probably not worth your while. You do know from your circle that the front door is on the north side of the building, but there are several side entrances, like this back door here.
Riku pull out his broom and throw it down and jump on it. Start doing what Axel was doing before, like peeking through the windows to see if he can see paintings, like from the outside looking in.
Sure. You can get a glimpse inside, Riku. In particular, you can see that this is a very well apportioned bedroom, and it holds quite a different number of things. You don't necessarily see a painting at the moment.
You hear Riku say in his mind's eye, I think I found the master bedroom.
Into one thing.
That's on the first floor?
It is.
Yeah.
In fact, the entire thing is all one floor for the most part. It
Oh,
stands a
okay.
few feet above the ground, about 3 feet above the ground the entire time, but it is all on the first floor.
Riku's gonna say to everyone, just like, hey, let's spread out and just like get a quick look from the outside in, and then figure out where to enter from there. We don't necessarily have to go in the front door. That seems too obvious.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'll like fly over to start looking. I'll start at this window.
Okay.
So that the terrestrial ones can spread out from where we started.
Yeah. Again, it is a bunkhouse, effectively. It does look like there were some papers here, but it looks like scribbles and doodles at the small desk. The lockers at the foot of the beds are actually thrown open and they seem empty at a glance from outside. Yeah.
Okay. So if Riku looked through windows this way, and then I could go this way, and then we'll save time.
Sure.
Okay.
And as you
Yeah.
look this way, you can see that it's the master bathroom. You do notice that there is actually one painting in this room, Axel.
Ooh.
Over on this side. This is like a massage table, and it's sort of like on the wall across from the massage table.
So this is just a mirror?
Yes.
So I can't make out what the painting is from here, from outside.
Not super well. I can sort of give it to you. No, I can give it to you, actually. Go ahead and roll a d6.
D6.
5. Okay. It would be this.
Okay.
So there's a big red letter C.
G-A.
And you can place it wherever you'd like, obviously.
J-A-C. So
Oh, you got it.
C, yeah. All right. So someone died, and everyone was all sad. And their freaking cursed AI faces are all
See when that
sad.
happens.
Definitely not AI imagery.
Okay. Yes.
Sir Venom, are you going to enter the front door?
I'd like check to see if it was unlocked or not.
Yeah, it is unlocked. You can just push it open by feel.
Just poke my head in just to get a lay of the land of like the entryway.
Gotcha. As you do so, there are a few things that strike you about poking your head into this entry hall. The first would be the Rechemelise written on the floor around the edges of the room. The second would be the large, ornate rug running side to side from doorway to doorway on each side. There are doorways on each side, and I can actually make that maybe a little more apparent to you. Give me a moment here. So you can see that door on that side. You can probably see that door now on that side. There is an enormous grand piano organ across from you that looks eerily similar. Oh, actually, you wouldn't know this, so I'll leave that one out of this. There's music sheets on it, a large grand piano organ, and then there are coverings actually on all the walls, large purple curtains hiding something behind them along all the walls. You know from circling this room that there are no windows in these spots. You also notice 4 paintings,
Shit, 4 paintings.
and none of them are in the same style as the ones you have so far found.
Okay. They don't have the like the letter titles.
Nope. In fact, each of them describe different areas of Rishemalot if you want to get closer to them, but you can tell that they're landscape paintings.
Okay. I think I'd wait on going fully into the place. I just poke my head in and then go back and start circling around again to the next, I guess, to here for when I'm up next.
Okay. Vincent, what are you doing while everyone's doing these things?
Probably still hanging out.
All right. Casimir's like, he like sort of leans over to you and whispers, "Personally, I like to let them do this themselves as well."
Yeah, let them get into trouble. And Vincent still keeps keeping a vigilant eye though.
Gotcha. You've got an arrow nocked to your bow.
Yeah, no, we're not getting sneak attacked on my watch.
Gotcha. Go ahead and just give me a perception check just so I know where you're at with that.
You hear that, DM? No sneak attacks.
Yeah.
No sneak attacks on my watch.
I mean, he's doing a pretty good job. He rolled a 27, so I'm not going to say no to that. But at the moment, you're keeping quite the vigilant lookout. Riku and Axel. Axel, as you sort of pull yourself up to look into the window a little bit, you can see Riku flying around on his broom, sort of peering in. It's a nice, cozy looking study.
Riku blows you a kiss.
Axel shakes his head. What are you doing? Just act professional, Riku.
That being said, there are no paintings. Nothing that catches your eye.
It keeps it moving.
Axel. Actually, let's go to.
Riku would stop here seeing this piano.
Actually, Riku, as you look in upon it, there's an enormous organ-looking piano that is eerily similar to one that you have seen before, located within Castle Ravenloft, and sometimes played by none other than Count von Strahd von Zarevich. In fact, as you look at it, you suspect it's like the same make and model, even though probably not the same organ.
I'd say like all in one motion, he'd like put his broom away and then like Misty step in here.
Okay. And as you do so, you are now in that room. We will go to Sir Venom, who is exploring this room. You open the door, Sir Venom?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
It is unlocked. And this is a library, so far as you can tell. And the moment you step in, you can see several things. One, everything seems to be written in Rishemalese on all the book titles and everything. There is a door to the north. There is a door to the south. And yeah.
I guess I'd noticed this desk over here. I'd come check this out. See what was on it, what was written on it.
Yeah, this is, and you'll have to use comprehend languages to be able to do so. Does that take 10 minutes?
It takes 0 minutes. I can do that at will with my helmet.
Okay. And as you comprehend this language, you read in Rishemalese the words and missives of Jacqueline Renier. It is basically just a list of frustrations, and it's effectively rebellion squashed in Saint Ranger, strike by the merchants of wheat put down in Montagny. Strain of the plague, ineffective. New one being readied for next month. And there's just like a list of these things throughout the piece of paper.
New what being ready next month?
New
strain of the plague.
plague.
Oh, okay. No bueno.
Chemical warfare.
Axel, come back to you. You look in this room and see a beautiful dining space
Ooh. My.
with several paintings. 1, 2, 3 on the north side, 3 on the south side, and 3 on the eastern side. You notice that most of them are actually of landscapes. And in fact, you recognize some of the mountains, lakes, and hillsides because you've walked through a great deal of this country. That being said, however, there are 2 paintings that do not match the others. And they are
Letters.
the last 2 that you are looking for. One of them has a big red A and the other has a large E.
Another E. So there's an E before the L. And the A. But do we have the E's in the right spot?
Put it in Discord.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's 2 E's. Oh, because the E's got the period, so of course that's one that's in the right
Yes.
spot. Yeah.
So it's in the right order now.
Yeah.
So we get a full picture of what happened.
So okay. So the first one, these people are obviously very fancy. They're probably at like the height of their powers there. They're height of their influence, and then they're also still they're doing all right. And then they got this food. So someone must have poisoned the food or something, and then this guy gets sick, and they're like, "Oh man, he's so dead." And then this young lady's out. She's out at night.
Jacqueline, this is her.
Yeah, she's out at night, just roaming the streets. And then she gets attacked by rat people. And then she starts turning into a rat person. She fully turns into a rat person, some kind of rat witch. And then she becomes queen of the rats.
God, the rat hands in the background. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she becomes queen of the rats. She just, orders them to do science. The rat people start doing science for her, and then they start killing all the other humans, and then she's fucking rat people on top.
The rat people science is what made me laugh earlier.
The rats, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's like the
That's my
basics.
favorite.
There's obviously like more.
Why are the jars and like next to the table so large? Like on the ground. You see what I'm saying on?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, there's one just standing in like midair in the background. It's like,
Sweet.
yeah, okay. Now I wanna read those. Curious of those papers that those like diary entries that or I don't know, those like if you go back to, I mean, it takes forever to scroll back. It's from like August 4th when we were in that one building, and it was like it's where I think we first saw her name get mentioned or something. Yeah.
You can search. Like you can search her name.
Oh, and like
previous
the
messages.
search. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just do a history check.
But you guys, if you haven't read, you should read the note thing, the journal entry. That gives us a
Okay.
clue as to where to find Jekyll.
Jacques. All right.
Well,
We got DM
Check it
pending
out.
messages.
I pinned
Love,
at least
love
one
to
of
pin
them.
messages.
Dude, can you guys hear me?
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those who travel north return in the south. That's not good. We're gonna get teleported back.
Maybe it has to do with that maze or something.
And this curse we cannot find it.
Well, we'll finish looking around the house, but
It's a lot of words.
well, it's a record of the people who we came here to find.
Alright, so it says there are troubling reports of strange emanations of power coming from Fiox's estate, and we should avoid confrontation with Jacqueline Renier. So we got to find there's some sort of energy or power here.
The maze.
The maze. All right, well, let's go fuck it up then.
You guys just want to burn
we
this
go
house
break
to the ground?
Well, we got to finish
Ooh.
looking through the house because
Yeah, we gotta make sure we get all like the good loot.
Okay.
no. We need any more clues we can get because there's got to be, you know. So think about it. With like big bats, there's always some sort of weakness. We got to try to find her weakness. All right, start digging through her stuff, find her
We gotta
weakness, and
build a trap, put with big block of cheese on it.
Yes,
Well,
cheese.
she's actually a
mouse
rat
trap.
queen. Rats, they get cancer a lot, so maybe cancer is.
Well, that is
I
dark.
think cancer's everyone's weakness, unfortunately.
That is, yeah, let's just start feeding her plastic.
Sure, she's probably eaten plenty of that. We all have at this point.
I heard there's global warming.
Now, okay, so one thing, it's funny you mentioned that. I'm curious what season it is because all these trees surrounding this house, and I don't see this. There's barely any leaves covering the ground. Like,
Yeah. That's a very good question. Your guess, Axel, is that it is summer.
Yeah.
That being said, when you left the Sword Coast, it was most definitely fall.
but
I don't trust what's going
yeah,
on in this dimension.
isn't there
anyway.
something like time, like days are going by here, but when we go back to the Sword Coast, it's gonna be like barely any time has gone by there. I don't.
Or the reverse. We
Or
could go 200 years into the future or some
Oh my
shit.
God. Well, are we gonna lose ownership of the casino?
Don't worry, Morty will be around when we get back.
Okay.
He'll
Will
still
he?
be around. He's a
Will
dwarf.
he? He might be dead.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
They live hundreds of years.
All right,
Riku will,
let's
you know,
see.
assure them.
Sir Venom's our riddle guy, so let's see what he's thinking.
What do we do with is there like a what are we doing with these pictures? Have you guys figured that out? Like, do you have to do anything with the letters? Or
I
is
mean,
it just
we
That's
definitely
fucked
will
up.
at some point.
Yeah, it's
But for now, we're still, looking around the house. Let's see if we find anything else.
Vincent's still just making sure we don't get sneak attacked.
all right. The house. So this place isn't lived in, huh? It's just sitting.
Seems empty. I will just open different areas that you can see now for a number of different reasons. It's easy to see inside these rooms if you so wish. You can open doors. Sir Venom, in the room to the north of you, you do see some paintings here and here, but they're landscape paintings. Nothing in particular sticks out to you about this room. Axel, you clearly see into what is the storeroom and kitchen in these two rooms here. And if you wish to enter the house, you may do so.
Yeah, we'll check out the kitchen.
All the food appears rotted
Oh.
and old.
This, I gotta say, for like lore purposes, this all checks out. Where like he saw the books, entered the house. He saw the kitchen, enters the house. I saw the piano, enters the house.
Oh. This food. It's terrible. This food's terrible.
I think I'm back now.
Yeah, we can hear you again.
Just got a new headset today, still figuring it out.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds much better now. Whatever you did.
Yeah, I turned it on.
Oh, great.
It
Nice.
goes a long way.
Nice.
That's a good starting point, I'd say.
So what you thinking?
I think Riku's gonna look at this piano and see what's going on with this, especially if it looks like one that we saw at fucking Strahd's estate or whatever.
It looks like an incredibly similar make and model, is what I would say.
And the music here.
Yeah. Do you want to play it? You can read it if you you know what I mean.
It's okay. It's legible. That's sort of what I was asking.
Yeah. Tune that you
Sure.
recognize.
Yeah, Riku would give her a play.
All right, roll a performance check.
Son of a
Nice.
bitch.
That's pretty good. You sit down, you begin to play. All of you hear it throughout the home because it is piped throughout the entire residence. You hear this organ playing. First, a joyful tune that quickly and swiftly moves to one of mourning. It then moves to one of terror and then abject horror. And the tune finishes, and as it does so, the curtains within the room that you sit within, Riku, snap backwards, flying to the sides of the room and retracting to show you the walls. And as you turn around to look, having played the organ, you can see what appears to be Rishemalot, the entire land, falling into a dark abyss, being swallowed whole, and the two faces of the Demogorgon looking over it, laughing. That's only on one of the 4 sections where the curtains have been pulled back.
That's just one piece.
Oh yeah, you see the souls of the people of Rishemalot being tortured in another. You see the Demogorgon climbing out of the hole across Rishemalot and reaching for something, unclear what. And then in this other one, you see nothing but the Demogorgon in his full glory on this wall.
Riku would say, guys, I think we might have a problem.
Oh yeah, what's the problem?
Might want to come to me, like by the front entrance.
Okay.
I'm just gonna open all the spots just so you guys can see everything if
Yeah.
you want to like move through these rooms at this point. And if you enter the room, you see what Riku sees.
So Demogorgon, we're supposed to like, take care of that, right?
This
Just
is
take-
both the past, present, and future if we don't stop it, Riku says.
How could it be
Dun,
the future?
dun.
Because this person is in league with a very strong being, apparently. Maybe may have underestimated the Demogorgon, Riku says.
So they're okay. So they're in cahoots.
They can apparently see into the future, or at least partially a possible future, Riku says.
There are but many futures, Riku.
And then he kind of like you see him like you saying this like while he's like finishing up playing the song, and then just like swings around and like looks at you, then stands up and kind of like puts his hands on his hips. He's like, I don't know if they saw us in this future. So that's a good thing. Right? It's like questioning it.
Well, you had a good one-liner, and then you kind of kept going with it and ruined it a little bit. But yeah.
That's what I do.
It's like- all right. So let's get Sir Venom in here and have him figure all these riddles out.
Yeah,
Riku,
well,
you do notice that there is a title to the song, and the title is in Rishemalese, but this is what it's written as.
Riku would read it to Sir Venom. He's like, "Will you make any sense of that?"
Is that French?
Yeah, and it when Sir Venom sees it, he knows that it means view of a possibility.
Aha. He snaps his finger. I was right.
But before I joined them, I'd want to finish, looking around and looting this room. It looks like, is that another painting on the wall?
Yes, but
missing
it's only
chest.
in. I believe I described it as only being in landscape. It's just a
Oh,
landscape
okay.
portrait, and the
Oh,
chest again.
did you already describe this room when I was off mic?
I might have been on mute accidentally, and you might have been off mic. But yeah, the chests are
Oh god.
gone. There's nothing to see within them, so you're all good there.
Okay. And then anything this room, I see this as a player.
Yep. That is a room filled with what appears to be at this point nothing but colorful fungi.
Uh-oh. I would stay far away from the mushrooms.
Okay.
Anything? Is it just a normal statue?
That is just a normal looking statue. It's actually a replica of one of the casks Silencio, but not the cask. It's in stone, so it's not like a suit of armor.
Oh, okay. I guess going through this room. Anything in this chest that's still another empty chest?
Thrown open and empty once more.
Okay. And then what about this one ring to rule them all writing?
Yeah, that is written in Elvish and is very clearly a prayer to Coralon. And as you read it, you can see Coralon, grant me power, Coralon, grant me grace, Coralon, we'd only live to do your bidding. And it is in a fine Elvish hand.
Okay. Patron god of the elves. Would I be able to like recall anything of note about Coralon? If like Coralon is related to like the abyss or demiplanes or rats?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check on that.
Oh, got some freezing. Oh, there we go. Religion 23.
Yeah, Coralon does not have any relation to those things that you know of. Tangentially, you know that he has connections to spiders because of his connection to Lolth.
Okay.
That's a stretch, frankly, more than anything. He does sometimes appear as a stag, and it is said that the blood that he shed in stag form is what actually created the elves in the first place. But no, nothing about spiders, nothing about.
He gets a sense this is more of like a good god though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What-
Coralon is
what-
known as a good god.
Where
Okay.
like, we seem to be in a dark place. This is sort of something that's probably stands out to us, I'd imagine.
All right, maybe this was like a common god of the place before it all went to shit.
Oh yeah, because it's
I would say make a history check.
I think that's how these dimensions work too. It's just like a piece of the other plane that just gets transported here.
Only a 9.
Yeah, you don't know. You have no idea why
'Cause
maybe some Coralon prayer might be
I
there.
I remember back in Barovia there was like memorabilia of a different like golden god. So it's it's lining up. It was the same one. Who knows?
And then before I go into the next room, just these scrolls, anything of note, or if I
Yeah,
like rifle through them, are they just like random ass scrolls?
those are actually a collection of maps, several of which you already have.
Oh, nice. I guess any maps we didn't have, I'd grab and just like put in my bag.
Okay, you just grabbed a lot. There is one of Pontemuse as well that I can eventually give to you.
Yeah, always good to have maps.
So the other thing Riku would say is well boys, if we might if we're done looking for paintings, then the next step is to figure out how to go down.
Yeah,
And
I think
I guess
she's living underground.
the puzzle may lead to the maze area, but I also kind of think we should probably check here just to be sure. And he's gonna see Riku like when he says that he's like, look under rugs, furniture. Look for switches. Random things that are like
There.
we've seen in the past, like levers built out of sconces, like built in the wall and shit. It's like anything that may seem out of place like that. You see him start kicking around the rug and shit.
Yeah,
In
like this room looks like it might have some
this
interesting things, and down here too, there's like dragon heads on the wall.
This writing thing says, Lord Kargoth himself led us through the gardens, following the faint scent of decay that hung in the air. There beneath the plinth of stone holding the great green gem, we found the entrance. So it's something in the garden.
Okay, so the garden is the place.
Yeah, there's a stone holding a green gem.
Maybe we look for green gems then.
We got a hidden alcove. We got some dragon heads.
I don't mind telling you right now, there is nothing of value or nothing of like monetary or magical item value in this place at this point. And there's very little of lore value left.
Okay.
That way you don't
Fair.
waste your we can say that you spend 2 hours searching this place top to bottom if you want. But I will say that like in regards to game time, there's very little for us to stay here looking at.
That's fine.
Okay.
We can move on to the maze.
You mean this isn't a crazy, awesome endgame magical sword?
It is not. Nope.
It is not. Okay,
Well,
let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I guess next would be we cheese the maze and just fly over it.
Totally. Absolutely.
Does anybody know what a plinth is?
Negative.
Let me
This is like a
show
block.
you.
I see a
Yeah,
block.
I think something like you put things on.
There's like a block right here. If you're looking at the maze, like right here, there's like a saw
A
that
heavy
before.
base supporting a statue or a vase.
Yeah.
That's a plinth.
Oh, okay.
So in Discord.
Nice.
It's like
yeah.
a column.
Because there's different statues. There's like a
Why?
chair over here, and then there's statues, and then there's just a block here.
I will say, and you can't see it very well because of the way that their art is designed. There's a plinth in the center of the maze.
Ah.
There's a big old plinth in the center of the maze, and there is a gem on top of it, but it's purple, and it exudes sort of like a
Ah.
purple light.
I think maybe if there's one letter for every chair, we may want to put each painting circle.
So there's 8 chairs and there's 10 letters.
Yeah.
Each repeat.
Jeez.
If you guys do want to fly into the center, you're welcome to do that, though. Toss you
Sure.
guys into there.
Yeah. Where the fuck
Well,
am
I don't have flying means anymore.
Why not?
I can only do it once a day.
I mean, we can just. You can have someone who's flying can just kind of like tell you how to get through the maze, right?
There are
Alright.
ways.
So, purple gem, but according to this writing, we're looking for a green one. So,
That's our first
do we just go with
conundrum.
a gem is a gem, or
Do we have a blue one that we can replace? Put a blue one there. We got plenty of gems. I think we're looking for a gem.
No, just
Wait,
first
what-
let's can I investigate the plinth and see if there's like writing on it or a hidden switch or anything like that?
Or if it's been disturbed recently.
So as you land in the center and you see the 8 stone chairs and the dead shrubs, you notice that there is a large purple gem on the plinth itself. Underneath this large purple gem is a series of letters, in alphabetical order, with an arrow pointing downwards in 10 layers, almost like a codex, or like let me describe this correctly. You ever seen those like little Da Vinci Codex Cryptex lock box?
Yeah, it's like a circular combination thing.
Exactly. It looks like this. Now it looks like that, but going down the plinth beneath the gem, and that there's 10 layers to it.
And all right. And is there just generic letters,
Yep.
as the inputs?
Yeah, just generic A through Z letters as the inputs.
Well, let's make it say
All
Jake
right,
Wellen.
guys, we need. Yeah, Jacqueline's 10 letters. We can do it.
Okay. You make it say Jacqueline?
Yep.
All right. And it does so. And as it does so, the stone beneath your feet begins to shift. Make a dexterity saving throw, whoever is doing it.
I can't just fly up.
No.
Not in this instance.
18.
I mean, that's part of your dex saving throw. You got yeah, that's plenty good. Whoever does it backs off and it turns into a spiral staircase headed downwards.
Oh, I have a feeling there's going to be a monster of some kind down there, boys. We ready for this?
Mhm.
I hold out the deck of many things. Like, anyone feeling lucky before we head down?
Oh God.
Not the
It
time.
just came back to life.
Still got 4 cards left.
Put that thing
Alright.
away.
We're going down.
Whatever you guys want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lead the
what
way,
we do,
Axel.
Going down
right.
staircase.
Anyone remember what the
Circling.
what the thing we're following said though? Like I just read the Jacqueline part, but what was the
Oh, that document. I skimmed. That's how I got to the green gem part. But yeah.
oh, okay.
That this is where they hope to discover the truth.
All right.
Yeah, the rat people are. We're gonna run into rat people. I'm pretty sure.
All right. I don't mind rat people.
Okay. I will describe your descent into the dark depths. It is relatively quick as you go about 15 to 20 feet downwards. And it is very clearly a crypt. And you can see different Renier names on different sections of the crypt, their bodies interred into these tombs. The path is very straightforward. It turns at different points of interest, right, and then it goes for another 20 feet, and then to the left. But the well-worked stone walls and the 7-foot ceilings are unchanging for the most part. The brick having been laid long ago and well made. You suspect it was probably even made before this land descended into the mists. And after about 4 of these turns, you very swiftly come to what appears to be a broken opening in the wall, bursting into a large, enormous antechamber. This chamber holds 13 sleeping bodies and has several doors across from it. And I will put you in this chamber now. Oh, actually, let me just copy. Sorry, let me do one thing. I'm just going to copy your characters because that'll make it easier for me. All right, and I will now bring us over to this other chamber. As you enter this antechamber from the north, and I know it's black for a moment here, you immediately recognize the sleeping bodies. The green glow of gems is all around you. A throne sits on the eastern side of the room. A doorway leads to the left, and a doorway leads to the south. The Order of the Gauntlet, in whatever guise that you expected to find them, was not like this.
Wasn't when we first came to this place and we got into a fight with like these two knight type people, weren't they like possessed? gauntlet people?
Indeed. And it
Yeah,
was
one of them was
Lord
this guy.
Mondoise Defar, at least.
So we didn't kill him. We just killed like some ghost I don't know. It's mind
the
blown.
The doorway to the west is closed, and it appears to be solid stone. There's no door, there's no handle, there's nothing. And in fact, as you glance at it, it's very clear to you now, even at a glance, even from this distance, that is a portal. An untapped, unopened portal. The doorway across from you, however, is a door, and it's a large metal iron-bound door.
Or are these guys, are they sleeping or are they dead? Like, can I like examine the closest one to see what kind of health state he's in?
As you begin to move towards them, there is a force field that pops up.
Boing, I bounce back.
Yeah. And I will put up the field around them. It is swift and sudden, and it comes from the ceiling. It is a purple light at first that is quickly suffused with green and changes from purple to green rapidly as it enters this room. And then it makes a lattice work of bars around these characters. If you would like, Sir Venom, you may make an Arcana check.
$15.
You've heard of different types of arcane force fields, but this one seems to be eluding you at this moment in time. If anyone else is proficient in Arcana, you may do so. But if you are not, you might have to convince me of a check. Okay.
Would I be able to use perception to see if I can like perceive if the force field, since it started off as purple, if it may have been generated by the gem that's above us?
You definitely think it was generated by the gem above you.
Okay.
But you're not entirely sure of its nature or anything.
Like-
You know that you can't get into it.
I'd like look behind my shoulder at Axel and be like, should we smash that gem up there?
If you think that's a good idea, we can do it.
I mean, I got a feeling that's what's causing this force field. I can't think of any other way to get through it.
So is the gem still up there?
Nobody grabbed it, so
Okay.
as far as you know, you believe it's up
Ooh, if we remove the gem, will the door close though? We might be entombed. Might be stuck down here if that door closes. That's my only concern. But if you think it's worth the risk?
Oh, we're gonna try like picking it up first, see what happens.
Hey Riku, why don't you go get me that gem?
Mr. Teleporter.
Mage gets mage hand out. Which gem?
The one that's up top side.
From what? You want me to go walk up there and grab it?
Yeah.
See if it locks us in here.
Huh. Oh, about
If
that
it
one.
does, put it back and then come back down and get us.
Sir Venom wants to smash the gem.
So then kind of like sighs, is like, you guys are all a bunch of pussies. And I go back up the stairs and I pick up the gem to see what happens.
Okay. You ascend all the way back up the stairs. The plinth had been pushed off to the side to make room for the spiral staircase. You step up to it and attempt to pull the gem off, and as you do so, make a Constitution saving throw.
22.
All right, that's pretty good. You are going to take half damage on this.
Oh, I just heard a lot of clicks.
Yep. It will be 19 points of poison damage that you take as you put your hands on the gem. And as you do so, you do attempt to move it. It feels stuck in place. As you do so, you also notice that it is entirely perfectly spherical. Surprisingly so.
Okay.
Those of you downstairs, the door to the south opens. You see this happen as a current of energy runs through the beam of green light through the ceiling into whatever is holding the Order of the Gauntlet in this place. And it sort of shimmers across this cage.
So it's coming from the ceiling.
Yeah, but it's connected to the gem upstairs, you believe.
I'd like come back downstairs, kind of like coughing, a little frazzled. Be like, well, don't touch the gem.
Yeah.
It bites.
Yeah.
You might have
Who's-
to maybe overwhelm it with magic or something.
Riku points at the throne. He's like, "That looks kind of ominous over there, huh?"
Go sit on it.
Riku, roll history at advantage as you go look at it.
-2.
And that's good enough. You get advantage because you looked at the paintings and you talked about the paintings, and this is the throne that was so clearly in one of those paintings with Jacqueline Renier.
Guys, look, it's the same throne. Riku says.
Oh shit! It's Jake Quellen's seat. Are there any anything else special about it, Riku? Any like levers, switches, hidden compartments?
So
This door has cracked open at this point as well. The door to the south.
That doesn't mean we want to leave.
Should we at least like poke our head through? See what's on the other side?
are there any like stones on the ground here?
No, the marbles floors are clean. No stones. Very little dust even. It's almost as if this place is well kept and maintained in a way that none of the other areas of the estate above have been.
And maybe like over the wall here and like chip a stone off real quick with like the butt of my sword.
Yeah, you can attempt to do that. Give me a strength check.
Oh,
Pretty good. You can do so. It is a softer sort of sandstone. About a fist-sized piece crumbles into your hand.
Riku takes stone and throws it at green barrier.
It strikes the green barrier and vaporizes.
All right, guys, don't walk through that or touch it. All right, I think we've seen all we need to see here. Shall we proceed?
Yeah. What's like I peek through the opening, see what's on the other side?
You can, and it is a horror show of eviscerated body parts, gore, blood, and many other things in what appears to be a large alchemical lab. There's a single woman, her back turned to the door, doing something at a table. She's wearing a red dress, and it appears that she had blonde hair that has been bleached white at this point.
Is this the rat science? Oh. Want me to go sneak up on her?
I mean, yeah, but like this seems like the lady that we have to kill, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't think she's gonna take too kindly to
I mean, I feel like we're not talking away out of this one. I mean, she's like in league with a Demogorgon, which
She's
is
the
like,
evil rat queen.
yeah. How
And
many?
we work for the
Yeah.
Raven Queen. She's gonna be jealous that our queen is of a way cooler animal than a rat.
Yeah.
Vincent thinks to himself, is this who the Raven Queen was asking us to go after at Fiox's estate?
Yeah, you believe so, Vincent.
That's all Vincent needs to
Well,
hear, right?
Vincent believes so, yeah. Well, Vincent draws his bow, so let's go get her.
Yeah. Want to sneak up on her and just like ambush? Or maybe this is a trap, but I mean, if this is a trap, it's a interesting one. Riku, what do you think?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Before we step through the door, I'm going to cast Summon Celestial and have my Celestial buddy up already.
Okay, how long does it last?
An hour.
All right.
And I'm doing the Defender.
How
Gotcha.
so we're looking into this room. Is it well lit or is it like dim lighting with like lots of shadows and stuff?
Yeah, it is shadowy. There is one section of light sort of beyond a mass pile of viscera and gore and guts and rat tails, and it's hard to make out the source of that light.
Yeah. I kind of want to sneak up on her.
Do we see any like other like rat swarms or rats around her?
Not from this vantage point at this moment in time, though it's hard to tell with the way that the room is lit, and frankly, the sheer horror contained within.
We might need that flute. What does that flute do? The rat flute?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The rat flute. Let me pull it up.
It is a controls rats. Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
If I play the pipes as an action, I can use a bonus action to expend 1 to 3 charges, calling forth 1 to 3 swarms of rats.
Okay, so you can't like control already. It.
We just
I
get
think
new
you
ones.
can.
Okay.
I think there's something in there about that.
Yeah, whenever a swarm of rats that is not under another creature's control comes within 30 feet of me when I'm playing, I have to do a contested roll.
Yeah, you can take them over.
But it says that isn't under another creature's control.
So these rats will be under her
Oh.
control, probably. I mean, she is the queen of the rats.
Yeah. Probably a little chance taking over her
All right,
rats.
let's everybody look at your inventory and see if you got. Because this might be I don't want to say it's a big fight, and then we all drink potions, and then it's like she's just like a hologram or whatever.
Oh, this is a big fight. I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, if you got your boys and arrows already, Vincent.
Yeah, I can use a bonus action to do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying because we can probably just get them ready now.
Alright, Vincent starts prepping some arrows.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll do like all my pre-buffs and cast haste only if I see this bitch with my eyeballs. I would cast haste like immediately.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff would be up, ready to go.
Axel is going to try to be stealthy and go in and
Alright,
stick to the
roll
shadows.
stealth.
He's
Ooh,
going to
actually,
stick to the shadows.
I'd drink one of my like the basic potions of healing
Okay.
because I took that damage earlier.
That did happen.
Go ahead and roll that. And Axel, if you want to roll stealth, let's start there.
219, 29.
Hot damn. All right. Okay.
Is this?
I will switch us over to the next map.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
And let me just copy these guys again just to make sure I have this correct. gonna put you guys down here, and then you can place yourselves on the
Damn,
board
this is a big room.
wherever you would like. I am going to pull these characters off. There we go. So you are currently stealthing on her.
Yeah.
Sure he is.
Yeah, I'm just in the super. I mean, it looks well lit. I'm sure it's, I don't know where the.
It's decently well lit, I would say. Are you entering as well, Sir Venom? Oh, no. Okay.
I thought you said to put our guys down, but no. If he's stealthing in, I'd hang back.
So you slip between the doors, and you begin to move throughout the room. The floor is covered in blood. There's a large central dais with slatted sort of metal, like fan blades almost in the center, around what appears to be a pool filled with blood that is being continuously filled and then emptied as it spills out through the fan blades. There are several different what appear to be operating tables and or incubation chambers in different sections, with rat tails and gore and viscera piled high around them. There is some sort of horror amalgamation on one of the tables, and it appears to be large rat tails combined onto an enormously large rat skull. It appears dead at this point in time. There does appear to be lightning of some sort crackling all along the ceiling that you were not able to see from the vantage point of the room beforehand, as Jacqueline Renier stands her back to you at what appears to be an enormous set of what can only be described as almost like an organ keyboard, but with levers and dials and different things all along it. And you can see all along the walls towards the ceiling the production of what appears to be some sort of different sets of vials being poured into with some sort of viscous greenish liquid.
Okay, and she's got her back to the doorway too. So right?
Yep.
All right.
Here's her back to the doorway, and the source of the light is now apparent as there's some sort of extreme energy at the back of this machine, the top and back of this machine.
Just wanna. Shit. Okay. My only concern is I get super close and then I'm just surrounded by shit.
Yeah. Should we? So the rest of us try to like.
We would still be connected telepathically, right?
Yeah, but how
You
do
are.
we really want him like completely on his own?
No. That's why I'm trying to give him a lifeline here, dude.
Yeah. This place is pretty sketchy, fellas.
I'm
There we go.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to I'm gonna turn invisible, and I'm gonna step in and try to like sneak my way over behind something to hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
At advantage
Yep.
because I'm invisible.
Yep.
So that equals a
Actually,
flat roll.
flat, because I think you're in full play, right?
Yep. So 19.
Nice.
Pretty good. You think you're stealthy enough?
And what's this thing? Is it something I can like hide behind?
Yeah, it's like a large, like 5-foot incubation chamber. 5 foot by however large it appears to be there.
So I'd like go over here, I guess.
I guess Riku, following the others' lead, he would look to Vincent and say, "Well, I guess let's go," and then cast invisibility on. Actually, no, I can't because I'm gonna do the haste as soon as I enter. So I'll cast it on Vincent before I cast haste. Let's see.
Well, yeah, Vincent has one of the same things I do. He can turn
What?
invisible without anyone's help.
Oh, at will.
Yep.
I
Okay.
do?
Yeah.
I believe you have one of those shirts.
Oh,
that you got
the
from
cloak.
Zap.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, then Riku would say, "Go invisible ahead of me," like in his mind's eye to Vincent.
And we determined that those cloaks aren't they don't need to be what's it called?
I don't
Attuned.
believe. No, I don't believe they need to be.
No, it was just the spider slippers. Oh, I have the spider slippers on. I'm gonna be on the ceiling. That's where I'm gonna be.
The ceiling will be hard to get to because of the amount of machinery producing vials of whatever substance that is all along the walls. So you probably will have a really hard time climbing up there unless you were to fly up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly because I got wings for that.
Okay, roll a stealth check again at disadvantage, or flat again as you fly to the ceiling.
15.
All right, you do something.
She turns around and blasts her venom out of the air.
I definitely can't hear the wings flapping.
I'm
She
flapping very
does.
softly.
She does hear something, and she does turn around,
Hmm.
and she goes, "Well, well, well. What have we here?" That being said, you are on the ceiling, and you are invisible, Sir Venom. So
I
you
would have
are
been
standing upside
would
down
have
on
been
the
like,
ceiling.
since I was trying to back up Axel, I'd be like following. I'd be like where he is, but just on the ceiling and trying to follow along with him.
As that happens, Riku enters, casting haste on himself,
Damn.
and says, "Well, well, well."
Indeed. I see that you've finally made it here. And Vincent, do you enter as well invisibly?
Yeah, I'm gonna put on the cloak and I'll walk in.
Okay.
And Riku just kind of throws his sword on his shoulder and starts just like slowly walking closer towards her.
Ah, good. It's good to see that you've all arrived. Uh, and she sees that Casimir and Rudolph Van Richten enter as well. Indeed, indeed. Oh, don't come any closer. Hold up. Hold up. Nope. That's close enough. You see, this is where the magic happens. Do you know what this place is? She sort of looks at you, asking.
Riku looks around. He says, "Something diabolical, no doubt."
Indeed. Well, yes, yes, diabolical, very much so.
And then, like,
This is
kind of slowly starts going closer. And he's like, "I know how you people are. You like to explain your
people?
plans."
I would if you would let me, but if you don't care, that's fine too. We can just
No,
cut
no, no.
to the
Let's
chase.
hear it. No, let's hear it. Let's hear what you got. What is this place?
Oh, this is where we make the Nas. The
And what's
plague.
that? Riku's slowly creeping up.
Come any closer, and you will regret it. I must say.
You see Riku go from like a relaxed position, and now he finally takes his sword and like holds it in both like forward. And it's like, is that right? And then kind of like
Don't-
looks behind him, like looking for
Wait,
the boys.
wait, Riku. Wait, Riku. I'm in your mind. I'm in your mind, Riku.
Then he kind of puts his
Keep
sword
her-
back on his shoulder. Go
Stall,
ahead.
stall.
Keep going.
Keep her
Keep going. Let's
distracted.
hear it.
We're all very far away from you.
If she's looking at like okay, you got in so there's this cheese you can do in multiplayer Divinity where like if you're in multiplayer, then like one of your teammates is talking to an NPC and the NPC is totally just locked in on the person they're talking to, and then like you can just go. I'm not gonna like pickpocket her, but I mean I'm trying to like sneak around.
I have been trying to, focus her gaze on me this whole time. That has been my plan here.
What
And
I
I
would
had
say is give me a stealth check, Axel, and give me a persuasion check, Riku. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Her gaze is on Riku at this point in time, and she goes, "Look, it's simple, really. I think we probably both want the same thing. I want to stop producing this and killing my citizens over and over and over again. You probably want to leave. I would like both of those things to happen, and I would like your help with this. It's
And then
so simple. All you have to
said-
do."
Go ahead.
And she points not at any of you, not at the Celestial, not at Casimir, but she points at Rudolph Van Richten, and she says, "All you have to do is let me kill him. Then the Demogorgon will free this place. I will no longer be bound to it. He said that you would be here," and she again points at Rudolph Van Richten. The Demogorgon was so smart. Everything he said has come true so far.
When she like threatens Rudolph, he would Misty step in front of her and say, "You don't go near him," and then
All right,
attack her.
roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Can we
Roll
it's
my
like
Misty Step, roll initiative.
it's gonna yeah.
Just ruining Axel's sneak
Yeah.
attack.
God damn it! But I mean, it was. I didn't know it was coming. I thought he was like invisible.
Axel?
No, he's just sneaky.
I'm very I was gonna try to get a surprise like
Oh, well-
thing on her and get the
Well, I wouldn't have
get the auto
interrupted that
crit.
if I saw you like creeping from behind. I thought you were invisible with the other ones. My bad.
All right, let's see.
Everyone
Vincent.
except Vincent did very poorly.
So as you Misty Step, she morphs and she changes. And I am going to put her in her place. I need dexterity saving throws from Axel and Riku because you're going to be blasted back by her transformation. And as this happens, rats begin to scurry into the area rapidly from all different corners and spots. Dexterity saving throws. Riku, you are going to take 2d6 damage for this. Just getting blasted back. Axel, you'll take half damage or whatever your thing says you take. So it will be 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Ow.
as you're shunted backwards in both regards. But otherwise, Vincent,
Oh my.
you did roll the highest. What would you like to do?
Get away from these rats. Huh.
There's no getting away from them, Vincent. I'm gonna spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you fly.
I can't do that anymore. I only do it once a day. I already did it to get here. Well, I'm invisible. Am I invisible to the rats?
You are.
Okay. And she's up there. Is there anything on this dais, or is there anything to this pillar thingamabob?
Yeah, so it would be you'll have to jump across to get onto the fountain here, and then it's like a stone fountain in the center of what appears to be a sort of like an area where the blood can like spill over out of the fountain through, almost like a large set of grates.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. All right, and then can I ask how this cloak actually works? Like,
Yeah, it's just the same as the
if I just put
invisibility
it
spell.
on and off, right? But if I like shoot someone, I'm not invisible anymore, right? Or is the cloak still invisible?
So the cloak acts like lets you basically cast the invisibility spell for free
Right.
once a day. So it's not like you can turn it
Okay.
on and off.
Right. Okay, that's kind of what I was.
Yeah, that'd be a
thinking. Okay.
legendary item.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought it was just like like Harry Potter's cloak. He just like throws it on and takes it off, puts it on, takes it off. So. All right. I don't know what to do then. Stay invisible, but then not do anything.
Start picking off some rats.
Yeah, I don't
to,
know.
charge your bow up.
I know. Well, the rat. All right.
So we kill this lady, all the rats, stop fucking with us probably.
Yeah. But
Probably.
until then, they're gonna really fuck with us until we get her dead. So you think just attack her and the rats will die when they die?
Yeah, so Vincent's like our, you're our damage big You can
Yeah,
be big time damage guy.
I could pump her full of something.
Yeah.
You should pump her.
Is
I could also, I do have a little bit of AOE where I could clear some rats, like chunks of them. So that's what that's
I would
my
leave
only thing. but-
AOE to like Sir Venom
No.
is more
I have
AOE.
almost no AOE.
Oh.
I feel like Riku is
Guardians?
your. I feel like
Yeah.
Riku is your AOE.
Riku's our AOE guy.
You Spirit Guardians.
True, but I'm gonna wait because I have the Celestial up.
Riku is
One
our
concentration at a time.
Riku is our frontline bard.
I do have Destructive Wave, which I plan on using.
Yeah, Destructive
Spoiler
Wave
alert,
is
DM.
Destructive Wave is gonna be our key in this fight.
All right. I got one other trick up my sleeve that I've been saving. I don't know if it's the right time. I don't know what I can do with it really.
What
All
is
right.
it?
Well, I don't want to say yet.
Okay,
I can
okay.
tell you maybe. 'cause you
Oh,
know.
that's fair. That's fair.
Do
But
something awesome.
it is something cool, but it's probably more cinematic than it is actual utility.
I'll
All
I'll
right,
even be nice. I won't even go like look at your character sheet, but I am intrigued.
I got a fluffy ball in a bag that I can pull out.
Ah, gotcha.
A what?
Can I ride it? That's my question.
Uh,
Is it big
sure.
enough
Why not? Why
as a
not?
mount?
Yeah,
Alright.
you could ride his mount.
All right, then Vincent's gonna look at Rictavio, give him a look, and then he's gonna pull a fluffy ball out of a bag and throw it on the ground.
Wait,
All right.
what?
There it is.
It's me?
You got a tiger,
What?
It's got a
like
sabre.
Rudy. Vinny's gonna ride him like a lion steed. And is that an action?
Yeah,
a full
so to take the ball out and then mount it is going
Yeah.
to be an action. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
When
What
did
is-
you get a
what is
saber-toothed
this, bro?
tiger summonable thing?
Yeah, are you invisible or not still? What's happening here?
That's a DM special that he figured out how to ask for. 13 is not bad. I will say that that's good enough in this instance.
All right, and then that's my action, my bonus action. I've already got my stuff ready, so I'll have to wait to attack. But I just wanted to be a little more mobile.
You can move too if you'd like.
Yeah, I don't know where to move to be safe. We jump up on this table maybe. Oh, I assume I'm not invisible anymore.
I'm gonna say you're not invisible anymore, but you are on the tiger. So if you move the tiger, it'll move you.
All right, let's jump up on this table and just kind of
Yeah.
survey the scene. Don't want the
Gotcha.
rats forming us yet.
Gotcha. So Vincent, you reach into your bag, you grab the one furry ball that they were able that Aurora's Realms was able to procure for you upon request. That is a saber-toothed tiger from a tan bag of tricks. And you hop on and you are on top of the table.
I want to make sure Rudy sees me.
Oh,
Very
he
good.
absolutely you did it right in front of him. 100%.
Vincent looks proud riding his saber-toothed tiger.
But mentally, Sir Venom's gonna tell Vincent, be like, "Yo, when we get back, you got to show me where to get more of those Pokeballs."
Oh yeah, this is a one and done. Not a pet. We'll find a pet later.
Casimir Velikov is taking his turn. He's just fighting off as many of these rats as he can. These are minions, technically, so one attack is basically going to burn right through several. And he's going to take out 3 of them. And I'm just going to take these 3 off the board right here.
Oh, and it's probably too late now, but that spell book that I found last session, that Nick, I think you sent me what spells were in it. I would have, because Casimir's a wizard, right?
Yes.
I would have given it to him.
Gotcha. He probably almost has the exact same set of spells already.
Yeah.
But yeah, he will do that. That brings us to Axel. What would you like to do?
It's already at me. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna rage. Fuck. If I can just fucking, I'm clicking the button, even though I can't find it. Okay.
No button.
So if I move Axel towards Rat Lady, I'll take 3 attacks of opportunity.
Yes, that is
Hmm.
correct. Although technically, so you don't have to. This is technically 5 feet
Oh.
because she's in this square right here as well.
All right. Yeah. Then fuck it.
Yeah, she's a big rat lady.
All right. So she hasn't had her turn yet. All right.
That's correct.
So I can get advantage on her. Let's test her. Let's test her AC out with Great Weapon Master.
Right.
We might be flanking, so you might not need that, but
24.
That is a hit. You can see that Jacqueline Renier has expanded in size, many different rats sort of jumping onto her body as she expanded, and they all seem to be sort of like skittering up and down her large were-rat looking diseased body, and they are acting as her armor in many ways. You slip past it and you strike her.
Okay, so 12 plus 2 plus 10, so right now it's 24, and then sneak attack, damage,
hit her with that sneak.
sneak attack damage. Another 17. So we're up to 41. 41 for attack 1. Okay. More Great Weapon Master coming at you
Okay.
for a 25. 18 plus 2, 20 plus another 10, 30. So about 71 for the opening.
71 for the opening.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, 41 plus 30. Yeah.
Wow.
And I ain't going nowhere. I see all these rats and fucking let's do it.
Okay. There are several things that happen at once now that it's her turn. The first is that her contamination begins to seep out across the room. So anyone within 30 feet, that's going to be Rico and Axel by the looks of it, and actually the Celestial as well. Go ahead and make Constitution saving throws.
Save. Come on, save. Ooh, 12.
Yeah, gotta be a 20. You're gonna take 2d6 poison damage, and you are now poisoned.
Okay.
No. Stop.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said 20 was the save?
Yes.
Yes. My Celestial just made it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So 7 was it 7 the damage for that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, and this is her turn, or is this just like?
It's just the first thing that happens on her turn.
Oh, okay.
This just happens.
Okay.
And then she will begin to exude her disease around the rest of the room.
Oh.
She will point at 3 creatures, and it will be. Let's see. So she can't see. Yeah, she can't see Sir Venom. So she's just going to point at the other 3. That's going to be Vincent, Rictavio, and Casimir Velikov. And she will use her power to disease creatures. I need Constitution saving throws from each of you, please. And I'll do theirs, obviously.
Can save. Ooh, another fail.
Oh, actually, he's got a better one than that. All right, Rudolf Van Richten fails. Casimir Velikov. Oops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, he fails as well. So they are
much-
both poisoned.
much damage did I take? So I saved that. Because those 7 damage I took, right?
You took the full 7 damage of that. It was a 20 that you needed to beat.
But I'm saying I did another con save for my spell. And if I
Oh,
roll a 7,
yes.
that means I'm good, right?
Yeah, you are good. Haste is still up for you.
Sweet.
Let's see. And then Vincent, what did you get? You get a 16, so that's a fail as well, and you will be poisoned.
I failed. I have Indomitable that I have to reroll my failed save once.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, and it's even lower, so I still
Oh,
fail.
that's rough. That being said, this does something else as well, which is that you also gain a point of exhaustion.
Obviously.
Which is quite bad.
Yeah.
I've heard that before, yeah.
The longer this fight goes on, the worse it's going to be for us, boys.
Yeah, that's why we should be using all our moves to do
Alright.
damage. Not, you know.
That will be the end of her turn. And that brings us to Riku. What would you like to do?
Riku takes his sword, holds it in the air, and then you see it start to glow with energy and power. And then he takes it and strikes the ground. He is
Nice.
casting Destructive Wave. That is a 5th level spell. Some damage going out. I roll this twice. One is for thunder. One is for something else. The divine power, I believe. Thunder and radiant.
29.
Then they need to do a con 17. Everything within 30 feet of me, basically.
Okay. Jekyll and Meniere will get a 30 for that. And then the rats, I think they're basically going to auto fail.
Okay, so she only takes half damage and is not prone in this instance.
A few less rats are going to die. A lot of them are going to die, nonetheless. So 30 feet of you.
Yup.
All right. There we go.
And since I'm hasted, I still have an attack.
Oh, nice. Okay. What would you like to do with it?
Well, I'm gonna use it. And do I get flanking here?
You do actually. I hadn't thought about
But
that.
since I'm poisoned, does that mean I'm just rolling regular?
Yes.
Unfortunate. Not that bad though. We'll take it. I
Let's
assume
hit.
that's hitting. All right. Oh, that's a max. And let's see. Then there's the +6 flame damage. And we're also gonna throw some bard stuff on top, which is a D10. Okay, and that is also added to my AC, which is also a +2 on top of what it normally is. So I have a +9 to what my normal AC is.
Okay.
That should be everything, because I do not want to move out of her range. And
Nice. So 26 extra damage there. That's pretty good. All right. And that brings us in the turn order to Sir Venom, but she is going to first use a legendary action.
What
And that will to be to she will use one legendary action to squirt bile. Let me see if she's
Ew.
She
Whoa.
within
nasty.
120 feet.
That's icky.
Yeah. Did
She is. She will take a look at Rudolph Van Richten and say,
God damn it.
You fools, it's either me or him. And so I'm going to kill him.
Hmm.
She will squirt bile at him. It's going to be quite a lot of damage, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Rudy.
He failed, so he will take 31 points of damage.
Oh damn!
These sons of bitches didn't die.
No, not everything died from the wave.
Oh,
That was because some of them saved.
okay.
Did we take damage when she did that thing that gave us exhaustion?
No damage associated with that. Just poisoned and exhaustion.
And how do those
Uh,
two stack?
they-
Do those like?
Poorly.
The save was a 17. They still hit it.
I thought it was a 15. No, those guys are dead then. There you go. And actually, these guys are dead then too. Exhaustion. Let me double check this. So the first level might not matter, besides that you actually took a point of it. Yeah, because you already have disadvantage on everything because of poison.
Yeah.
So it's really just that you have a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Let's see. Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Oh, so I'm just gonna curl up in a ball up here in the ceiling and just cry and hope she doesn't notice me. Let's see. So I'm invisible right now, and so my boys, they're poisoned and have a level of exhaustion. So if getting rid of the poison wouldn't do anything for them, really.
For the exhaustion, that's right.
So I
Getting
guess
rid of the
it's just-
poison would be very nice for us.
Does exhaustion give a disadvantage to attack rolls, or is it just ability checks?
Just ability checks for the first level.
Okay.
The second level of exhaustion is
Okay.
speed is halved. Third level is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Poison. Us being poisoned gives us disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess
But she's gonna do it like every time, so we're kind of everyone who gets close is locked into being poisoned, basically.
wonder if
That's
that's
what
like
it seems like.
Or
because I can
saving it.
use it's a second level spell to get rid of poison that I can use a few times. But
I'd
if she's
try
just
it.
gonna re-poison you guys,
At least the poison. I'm not concerned with the poison. The exhaustion, like if this goes 5 rounds and we get exhausted every round, then that's just like instant death.
So here's the question: could you wipe it all at once? Like if it builds up, could you like then wipe it? Like if we wait around?
um,
Because we kind of need to just do a fuck ton of damage as quickly as possible, and then like if you could like
I have greater
prolong it.
restoration, which is 5th level, but that can only do 1 level of exhaustion at a time.
I mean,
And then lesser restoration can get rid of poisoned.
Can you do that to multiple people or just one?
Just 1.
what was
He's also going to touch them, I think, as well.
what was the range on when she did the exhaustion move? Because I know the other one was 30 feet. Like the poison one was 30 feet, but what was
It's
the?
just as far.
She
So
could sight. She could see them.
Oh, okay. Well, because me
If
and
we hide.
Rico, we could.
That's why she couldn't target Sir Venom because he was invisible.
So her
okay.
disease creature's ability is 120 feet. Her bile is 120 feet, and then her contamination area, which is like automatic, is 30 feet.
So it sounds like the other ones, if we blind her, we might be in better shape.
Uh,
Like if we can disable her in any way, obviously we would like to do
look,
that.
If I get too exhausted, Rico, I might have to ditch you. I'm just saying.
You know, that's fair.
Ugh.
Riku's died before.
Yeah, we gotta pump this lady.
All right, well, I guess 60 feet. So I guess I'll empower Umbra. I'll spiritual weaponize him
Bonus action.
with a 4th level slot.
You are now not invisible.
Still on the ceiling.
Yeah, still on the ceiling. So I'm like hiding behind one of like the tubes or whatever that's on the ceiling.
Sure.
Trying to
What's the range on spiritual weapon?
60 feet.
Okay.
And what spiritual weapons? What a bonus action, I think.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then take a peck at her with 14 is probably a miss.
That is a miss.
All right. Um,
He's basically like wrestling with one of the rats on her.
and now, how would that work? So I've been playing it that like spiritual weapon is just me empowering my familiar. Would this still count as my familiar if I wanted to cast a spell through it?
No. Because, and the reason why I say that is because your familiar would have had to have moved, and it would not have been able to move that far within this round.
Okay. So I guess that will be spiritual weapon Umbra. And then
I can bring in the other one if you want.
normal familiar Umbra.
Okay.
I think they can move 30 feet per round, I think.
And how far do you cast him when you do that? Actually, you can't even cast it on this turn.
So that
Oh,
sounds like two
I already-
spells.
I already had my find familiar up.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So I'm just like having it move just I guess closer to Riku and Axel to maybe unpoison them if I need to.
Gotcha.
And then Celestial. Is he like immune to poison maybe? No. Yeah, I guess Celestial will just probably take out some of the rats maybe? No, he's gonna go after her. I get two hits. Okay, spell modifier. So here's the first attack with a miss. Here's the second attack, 16.
That was a miss.
All right, so 2 misses. 3 misses in a row from Sir Venom. Doing great. And then I still have my action. So I'll just I'll firebolt this pile of rat minions.
Okay.
18?
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
So 17 fire and 4 radiant, 21 altogether.
All right. 4 of them will get killed by this from spillover. And is that your full turn?
Yeah, is there a way you said the ceiling was all covered with like I don't know, pipes and stuff from making like weird viscous fluids?
The ceiling has some of that. It is considered difficult terrain.
Is there something I can like hide behind?
It's not like that necessarily. It's like only like a foot off the ground or a foot off the ceiling.
Okay. I want to try to find something I can hide behind to break line of sight with her. What's can't even make it over there. So I guess I'll just go along the ceiling over to here. On top of that rat. Just on the
Okay.
ceiling.
Okay,
And that will be my turn.
gotcha. Rudolph Van Richten will yell, guys, that really hurt.
Yeah.
I'd rather not die today," and he will move. Gosh, I don't even.
Yeah,
know
can
what
I
to do.
actually would it have been a any type of action to like telepathically tell Rudolph to like get out of this room?
Yeah, that's fine. You can try to do that.
Yeah, Rudolph, like she's after you. Like you're the key to all this somehow. You get out of here and just like hunker down in the room, like the
Yeah,
path room.
somehow.
And he will attack. Let's see. He will attack. Actually, does he have something he could do? No, he'll attack with a sword cane. And he will kill a bunch of these rats, actually, by the looks of it. Yep. So he'll take out a few of these rats, and he will be able to slip by, and he will exit the room. Some rats are going to follow him, is what I would say. But we can figure that out in a moment, because we'll go to Vincent again, top of the order.
All right. At the end of my turn, do I get to try to get rid of my poison? Is that a thing?
It is at the, let's see. Start of its turn.
Start of its turn?
Yeah.
So I can
Well,
try
that's
to get rid of
nice.
it now.
Yes.
Is it
Thought we were just screwed.
is it a saving throw? Con save?
Yep. Con save. That is a save.
Perfect.
Then since it's gonna shit. Actually, I just thought of something too. Am I immune to poison because I have poisoner, or is that not?
I don't know.
But either way, I'll look at that later. But for now, we're just gonna take some shots. It's time. We're just gonna unload on the big
Look into
lady.
it in between turns,
I will.
because that would be
You're-
useful in this fight, my friends.
It
You're
would
not.
be pretty cool.
It would.
I'm not immune.
No, it doesn't give you
Yeah, it'd be
immunity.
under defenses.
Defenses. All right, I'll look
Yeah.
later. All right, I'm gonna do snipe shot as always. So 18.
That is exactly a hit.
Yeah.
26.
26. And as you watch the arrow strike at her, one of the rats leaps out in front, dying from it. But it does seem to hurt her, just not as much as you would have expected. And I will tell you now that she has damage resistance to piercing damage,
Piercing. Okay.
That
which
bitch.
nobody else has used yet because it's been like radiant and slashing and a bunch of all these
Yeah.
other things.
All right, that's okay. I think I would like to add on some force damage to her that she can't.
Okay.
So let's do we're gonna do the memory lance.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, we just gotta get rid of it early. 10d6 plus 40. And this is all force damage.
Gotcha.
73.
73. Yeah, she's not resistant to that. And it's not a spell because she does have resistance to spell damage as well. And you can see the memory lance arc across the room, lighting up the space in a way that you hadn't yet seen. You notice that there are rat eyes everywhere around the edges of the room, which is terrifying because you suspect that they will continue to come from somewhere. But you lay down the lance on her, and it hurts her very much. But she's still up. She's not even bloodied.
All right, follow-up shot.
Is that a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
He's got the -2.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I forgot about that.
redirection. I'm just gonna have it redirect into a mob of rats.
Go for it.
Yeah, mob of rats.
Dude,
So
do the
21.
damage.
Ooh, it's a 1. I get to reroll it.
The damage.
Alright,
You're gonna
12
kill a
damage.
bunch of them, bro.
Yeah,
I know,
that's actually
I'm
going to be like 22 damage.
22 damage.
And which group of rats are you targeting with that?
We'll do We'll just say the left corner of the room.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And your shot zips through several rats that fall dead.
Then I will take the third shot at her. I'm doing that good. So 18.
That is a hit.
All right. For 20 damage.
All right. After your turn, she will take a legendary action, and she will squirt bile at you.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
let's-
dodge it.
Do you?
Yeah,
I'll
what?
try my hardest.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex, pretty decent at. Not that great.
So
15.
37 points of damage. 15 is not good enough. Yeah, so you're going to take that 37. And that's just acid damage, actually, but it doesn't poison you. So just a heavy hit.
Okay.
The rats do begin to descend in as well. And this is where the terror really sets in, because many of you are now going to be surrounded. And they're just using their turn to run in directly on you guys at this point.
Dashing.
Yep. Fully dashing. They're so handsome and dashing. Let's see.
I'm gonna dash up to the ceiling on Sir Venom.
He's the only one who they're not going to do anything towards. But even Casimir Velikov is basically going to be surrounded. Actually, I'll move the others forward as well. Might as well just move them to here.
As well.
And then, yeah, it's probably pretty good. That brings us to Casimir Velikov. He will take some swings to try to keep these things off of him. Ooh, that is a 10 is exactly what he needed, and a 20, so he'll do a bunch of damage. I keep rolling dice and they like land and then they'll like vibrate and then it won't give me the number.
Number.
It's like really annoying.
You gotta roll real dice, that's why.
Yeah.
Hmm.
16 damage. So he will be able to take out 3 of these around him as he like sort of zips around with his sword. But that brings us to Axel. What would you like to do?
Yes. I would like to go. What's that thing? Did we determine if call lightning did that center on me, or do I get to choose where that goes?
You get to choose where that goes.
Yeah, let's do that. And basically take out like all this. Just like
Gotcha.
just so it's Sir Venom's guy and Riku are just out of range of it, but then it gets like Boss Lady and then all the
Sure.
minion fellas. Oh, I should do my poison save. Do I do the poison save?
Yes. Poison. Yes. That one comes first.
I got a 15. I don't think that's.
That is a failure at this
But
point.
yeah, but we'll do the lightning. Just lightning as much as I can.
Okay.
It is
That said, you actually gain an extra level of exhaustion
okay
for that.
for doing the lightning thing.
For failing the poison save.
Oh, well, that's not good. Level 2. Okay, so level 2 exhaustion.
Alright, now we need to get him unexhausted.
Fuck. I have to look
Wait,
up
do I have
lightning.
a point of exhaustion?
Yes, you do.
Call
Oh, you guys are
lightning.
tired as fuck.
Okay. 60-foot radius. So it's a 60-foot radius. This thing.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And 3d10.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. You can center it in such a way that it will be arcing through mostly the rats themselves, not
three.
her so much, but
17.
and it's a dexterity saving throw, is that right?
I think yeah.
Okay. She will use one of her legendary resistances to succeed, which is actually in this instance several rats leaping off of her to take the lightning as it arcs towards her. So she'll take half damage, which is going to be 9 points of damage. And actually, she gets resistance from that, so she'll only take 5 because it counts as a spell. And the rats are pretty fucking incinerated. It's like all of this takes that damage, basically.
And so I still have a bonus action. Yeah. Gonna end my turn here.
Okay. I'm just going to pull these off to the side so I can reuse them. All right. At the end of your turn, she's going to use another legendary action. She will. Jacqueline Renier will use Tail Whip 3 times. I'm sorry. Does she
She's gonna
have that
lower your
ability?
defense, guys. Look out.
She'll use Tail Whip once, and she'll attack you, Axel, with it. She's gonna get advantage on you because you're surrounded by some rats. Give me a 29 to hit,
Yeah, I'll hit.
and that'll be. Looks like it's gonna be. Oh, come on, D&D Beyond. Why are you doing this to me? 15 points of force damage.
Okay. So 8. Cool.
And then that will be her turn. And on her turn, she will use 3 tail attacks. The first 2 are going to be against Riku. The third is going to be against Axel. The first one is a 23 to hit.
Not good enough.
Okay. Second one is going to be a
Good enough.
32. And that'll be for 16.
Probably enough to take away my haste.
23 points of damage. See the con save.
I need to roll a 20.
You can do it.
Oh my god.
Rolls 20.
Wow. Haste is still up. All right. And then the next one is against Axel.
I told you guys, this is why I've been at the casino so much lately.
Gambler's fallacy. For a 32 to hit against Axel.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 18 points of damage there. She will then look around the room and she will target Sir Venom with her squirt bile. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
18.
Oh, is this the poison exhaustion beam?
No, that's disease creatures.
Dex saving throw. Oh, and I bet an 11's a fail.
That is a fail. It's going to be 24 points of damage from that.
Oof. And I have to roll con save.
Is that for concentration?
Yeah. And an 8. That's a fail.
You got the opposite of the Riku on that one. And that is her full turn, which brings us to Riku. So go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw.
It can't happen twice in a row, so. Ah, son of a bitch. So I have another point of exhaustion.
Yep.
So what does that do for me?
It halves your speed.
Well, my speed's doubled, so it's at normal speed
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
for the moment. Okay. So let's see here. I can still reach her, right?
You can.
Okay. All right. Let me see something. Let me I'm gonna cast a spell on her. I'm gonna
Do it.
say Jacqueline Renair, you fucking bitch, die.
Whoa.
And I'm casting a level 4 spell. And this is psychic damage, and she has to roll an intelligence 17.
Okay.
And something else happens if she fails.
So she succeeded.
Fucking bitch. All right, never mind then. So she just takes half that.
Okay. And she's actually resistant to psychic damage, considering that she's kind of made up of a bunch of different rats. So she's going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay, well, good to know that she's strong against that.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I still have an attack. I feel like I kind of have to get rid of some of these rats. So I'm gonna swing at the rats, and that, you know, I also want to boost my AC, and this seems like the easiest way to do it. So I'll attack one of these rats, hoping that, you know, I can, like, will it do the thing where it kills multiple around me if I attack one and do
Yes.
damage?
Yeah, they count as minions.
Okay. All right. So I'm rolling at disadvantage, or yeah. I assume
Yes. Yep.
that's too bad.
Well, that's good. It's a hit. And go ahead and
Yeah.
roll damage.
So it's gonna be that plus that, and then we're also throwing the D10 on top for bard stuff.
Okay. For your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be all 4 of those rats around you, actually.
Now my AC is +5, so I'm looking at a 22.
Okay. She will use a legendary action. And she will use Dispel Magic on your haste.
She just wants me dead.
He wants you all dead.
There's like they have a certain amount of legendary actions in these boss fights, right?
Yeah, but they reset at the end of every one of their rounds.
Okay.
Every one of their turns.
So
back
at
to
least
3.
that's like forces her to do something that's not like, you know,
So,
shit ton
so
of
then
damage. Or...
my AC is down to 20.
Oh,
Okay.
God forbid.
Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Let's see. So my celestial is down. So I'm going to fly down to this spot on the floor, and then facing this way, I am gonna cast Sunbeam.
Oh shit. Okay. You can't get there because you would be standing like in the midst of the rats.
Okay. I guess I'd land here
Okay.
and then have the sunbeam. Can I have it go and hit like through the middle and hit all these guys?
Yeah, totally. That's absolutely fine.
Oh, I think it's only 60 feet though. So
Where
I'll
did
just
you where did you start your turn?
right here, I think,
Okay.
but just up on the
So-
ceiling. So how high is the room actually?
It's actually like 50 feet high. It's a pretty large room.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'd be like here, but be like 20 feet up in the air still.
Okay.
'Cause I can only go 30 feet. Because given that angle, would I still be able? I guess I'll hold off on Sunbeam for now then. So I'll be there 20 feet up in the air. Hold off on Sunbeam for now. I'll have Spiritual Weapon Umbra take their attack
Okay.
with another miss.
Don't bring this guy to the casino.
Right?
Not today, at least.
And then Familiar Umbra can come over to Riku, and I'll use my action to cast Lesser Restoration through my Familiar.
The other one, get rid of both?
Um,
Because I'm poisoned and exhausted.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm checking right now.
I can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects that doesn't even include poison.
Okay. I'll leave it up to you.
I mean, like, would getting rid of your poison help at all at this point?
Maybe, because I just don't know if
Um,
she can just reapply it. That's what I don't know.
Yeah, every
It would make
time
the-
we fail the poison check, we get a level of exhaustion. So that's
Okay,
my
so
only
yeah, taking care of the
concern.
poison's probably good. You should do that if you can.
Yeah, so
Then
I'll
do
do
the same
that.
to Axel next.
Well,
So
on my turn, I'm gonna do session inspiration if I fail again, and maybe you can bardic inspire me to,
Maybe.
so Umbra like flies down, lands on Riku's shoulder, and just like gives him a little peck on the cheek. Takes away the poison, and then we'll fly back another 10 feet.
Okay.
Riku kisses back.
And that counts as my action. And Spiritual Weapon is the bonus action, and I use my movement, so I believe that is everything.
All right. She will use a legendary action, the second of 3. She will do.
Reapply the poison.
She might. She's got the ability to try to do something like that. Oh yeah, she will use diseased creatures, but she's gonna basically just focus for the most part on Sir Venom. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, nat 20. What's up?
All right, you are not poisoned and you don't take any exhaustion. That being said, the other 2 who she uses it against, she will use it against Kazimir Velikov. He will make a Constitution saving throw, and he got a nat 1. And she will also use it against, oh gosh, Vincent, because you have lost your poison. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. All right, that's a fail.
It's another lucky roll.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a
How's that?
save. So you're not poisoned either.
Oh.
Just roll
Casimir's
it
not
3
looking
times.
amazing.
Got it.
I like mentally high five Vincent because we both passed the save.
That being
I
said,
only got one left to roll with.
she's out of legendary actions until the end of her next round, and it's 10:05. I guess there's a question. She is bloodied. Do we keep going or do we hold on until next weekend?
I'm down.
I think we keep going.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm
We
always
could get
down.
wiped here. We gotta keep going.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got
all
Mondays
right.
off. I ain't got shit to do.
We've skipped a week. This would seems like one where we can do a long one.
Then let me let's take like a 2 or 3 minute break and then let's keep going.
Your move, Vincent.
Am I up?
Yep.
Go kill some rats.
Shoot the shit out of them. All right. Yeah. First, I gotta I'm gonna shoot one of the rats at the ground. They're in front of me. Hope I'm still at an elevated position.
All right. You are in a slightly elevated position, but I mean they're all pretty close, right?
Yeah. Should still hit regardless. 21 damage to the rat. Rat horde.
All right. Let's see. Several of them are gonna die. This one. Okay. Actually, 5.
How much more can I do? I think just a D6. That'll only probably get another 1, maybe 2.
I mean, your bow is charging rapidly as you do this.
Oh, am I getting charges for these?
You get 1 charge per successful attack roll, I'm going to say, for minions.
Okay. So what, I got 2 already then? One last
Yep.
turn and this turn?
Yep.
Alright, well then we're gonna shoot at the ground some more. Try to get rid of some more.
Get them charges.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. 20
20 points.
damage.
All right. And I will pull off 4 more. I assume you want some of the ones that are like closest to you.
Yeah, the ones around me, yeah. So maybe the back corner now, yeah.
Okay.
And then for the last shot, we're gonna not use sharpshooter because I need to hit. And I'm gonna use the lance again.
Okay.
Charge up. Does an 18 minus 2 hit?
That is a miss.
Oh,
Sad to say.
that's brutal.
Oh, you got any luckies left?
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, I'll use my lucky reroll for the best. My last lucky. 27.
27.
Alright, so it'll only do 13 piercing, but it'll unload.
See it.
4, 5, 6, 71.
All right. She is below 25% health.
Okay. Alright. Vincent's gonna keep going then. We've
Action
got
surge?
yeah, action surge. And then I'm gonna shoot some of the rats around me.
Okay.
As I will do the sharpshooter because I need to get some little extra damage. So that should be fine. 25, 23 to hit.
Yep.
That's a 1. I get to reroll that. So 23 damage
Jesus.
to the rat. And then we'll shoot 1 at the rats behind us.
Okay.
Ew.
That's actually a
And
hit.
is even a 10?
A 10 is not a hit. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah, no. I figured that was a mess. All right, then I can redirect these to the rats around. Oh, did what's his name leave? Was he able to leave?
He was able to step out of the room, yes.
Yeah.
But you
All right,
do
but
see
Casimir's
rats like
still here.
following him.
All right, I'll shoot at the pack following him then. I'll redirect him to that.
Okay.
There we go. 19. And then 25 damage to those rats.
Okay. And which ones are those around Casimir?
One, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot at the rats at me again with my 3rd shot. Try to charge my bow for my next shot. Should be good.
Yep.
All right. So 20 damage to them.
That takes care of the rest of those around you.
And did that get the 3 charges of my bow?
It did.
Oop. All right. I got it aimed
Does
at the
your-
lady.
Does your tiger get to do anything?
No, it's really just during my turn. I could
Yeah.
have it do stuff as my turn, but
So
I'm just
in this
riding it.
instance, especially acting as a mount, like mounts have special rules to them, and I'm gonna post them here actually. But basically, like you basically just get to choose that it moves for you, and then it can like dodge.
No. I'm gonna use its movement now because we'll have them like gallivant over here and then like take a defensive pose.
Okay. And then that brings
And
us
that's it for me.
to nice. That brings us to Casimir Velikov. He says, "I'm gonna chase after Rudolph," and he will also leave the room.
We'll save him.
Let's see. This will bring us to Axel. What would you like to do?
I'll do my con save. And 21.
That is a success.
Fuck
You're
yeah,
no longer
bro.
poisoned.
Finally. Okay, but I'm still too exhausted.
Weights are off.
You are.
So let me see what 2 is speed halved. So I don't have disadvantage on my attack rolls anymore.
No.
I've been unsheathed.
That's what I'm saying. Weights are off, bro.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Looks like we got Rico on the other side, so we got advantage. We are going to what's that thing? Great Weapon Master.
Nice.
Done it in so long.
The full strength at least.
26.
That's a hit.
18 plus 2 is 20, so 30. And then sneak attack.
Can the lore be every time he gets above a 30, it's just like a thunder crackle? He strikes.
Sure.
So 19, so that's
Thunderstruck.
49. And attack number 2.
Damn.
Also Great Weapon Mastering. 20.
That's a hit.
Or 10. So 32. So 49 plus 32 is
So close.
I don't know what it is.
She has 5 hit points left.
All right. Bonus action. Talking shit. And I will end my turn.
Okay. It is her turn, and she will, in a fit of fear, she will. Gosh,
You gonna run?
She eats all the rats and goes back to full HP.
Oh God, don't even joke.
Comes a vacuum and they all just
Yeah.
orb into her.
she will cast. Let me think. She will cast Hold Monster on Axel.
What's she gonna do to me?
Hold
Thank God it's
Monster.
thank God it's not Riku.
I'm not a I'm a human.
She's calling you.
It's just on a creature. That's one of the beautiful things about Hold Monster.
Yeah.
So that's a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh jeez.
Oh, your
The
favorite.
lesser form of that is hold person, which I have.
Probably okay. There we go. You can't get in my mind.
No fucking way. That's amazing.
Blocked.
All right, it fails. It was a 21 that you needed to save.
Wow.
against for her spellcasting.
That's amazing.
modifier. That is amazing.
Holy shit.
That is her full turn. She has her legendary actions back, but it kind of doesn't matter because go ahead, Riku.
Don't miss.
Why? What are you sighing for? Don't even think about it. It's attacker at advantage.
Oh, we're attacking.
Yeah.
At advantage. That's a hit.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, you do +7, so that's like dead.
She's dead, right?
Dead.
Yes, she is dead. And as the blade goes into her, she begins to fall to the floor, and the rats scurry away from her, screeching and crying. And you can see her sort of like shriveling up into her human form again. And as this happens,
Oh, I don't like that.
I'll bring her back here just a moment. As she shrivels up into her human form, you can see her bloodied and beaten, and she's whimpering, saying, "You fools, you fools. No, my land, my people, my country, it's all gone, it's all gone, it's all gone." And you hear a horrific squelching noise, not from this chamber, but from the previous chamber, and you hear claws scraping across the marble stone floor. And you look back into the chamber where you know the Order of the Gauntlet had been, and you see this enormous hand with these enormous claws scraping across the marble, dragging all of the Order of the Gauntlet away from where they were sleeping and into the portal beyond.
She said that Riku's like gone and dead like you. And like his attack, he like jumped up over and just like struck down. And then like all that happened. Like while he was like digging the sword into her chest, basically.
Floor is shaking violently. The room is quaking. All of the rats are scurrying into whatever hole they can do. What are you guys doing?
Can I
Riku
try
looks around.
casting banishment on the giant hand?
The hand is sort of in the next room. You can attempt to do so.
Yeah, I'd fly over to see what was going on. I'd see the giant hand, and I'd be like, I bet that is from a different plane of existence. And I would try to banish it back to whence it came.
Okay. You feel the spell take on the creature, and then it shrugs it off, and it uses a legendary resistance. All of the Order of the Gauntlet are contained within its claw, being dragged into this portal. Your friends stumble back into the room. What is that? What is that?
Vincent, can you try like nuking it to see if you can get it to let go?
I can shoot at it once and try to blind it or do something temporarily.
Yeah, if you would like to take a shot, you can do so.
All right, Vincent will poke his head out and try to just double check what it's called. Which one would work best? I have the option of right? Yeah.
Pick
I
the,
think I can blind it, or I can
oh, it's a hand. It doesn't have eyes.
oh, it's just a hand. I
It's
thought it was
just
like
it's like an enormous hand
Yes,
reaching out
like
of
a
a portal.
demonic hand.
So I'm thinking
Yeah.
like maybe if you nuke it, like if you can do enough damage to like get it to be like owie.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that. I don't have enough to do that.
I hate to say
I
it,
was
but
thinking, yeah.
fuck the gauntlet. Let's get out of here.
Uh, as you the arm is blocking your path in that next room
Oh,
to
okay.
go back up, I would say, and it is reaching and pulling them through. The room is shaking, and as it does so, you hear a small voice. And let me do one thing.
Was that just like a mini boss?
No, that was the full boss.
Oh, okay.
You hear a voice behind you. There's not much time.
Oh.
I'm afraid you failed, but
Oh.
come. Let's go this way.
Wait,
What?
we failed?
she
I thought.
Steps here, and she opens you a portal. This will return you to the material plane, but this place is about to leave the Shadowfell forever, I suspect.
I thought we were supposed to kill the Rat Queen.
I think what happened was we were supposed to kill Rictavio, let the Demogorgon spawn, and then kill the Demogorgon, but we didn't sacrifice Rictavio. We decided to like let him live, and yeah. But hey, we get to go back home. So
Reaches out to you, Sir Venom, touches your cheek, and says, "We'll talk in your dreams."
oh,
Knight
man.
Vincent, you tried. The rest of you, well, I'm sorry it didn't turn out better here.
I just want
Oh,
to go.
Vincent looks real disappointed that he let down the Raven Queen.
Who says until next time, Danica?
Well, we
name
accomplished
still
the
means anything to you?
mission because we got the book. So
We saved Rictavio.
we'll be handsomely rewarded when we return to the main world.
Material plane.
Yeah.
And in a burst of feathers, you all find yourselves moving through space and time
Whoa.
somewhere else. And that's where we'll leave it off this time and pick up next time.